escaped through the peak of the mountain, and you've come here to try and help reclaim this dwarven forge for the dwarves, not just the albino dwarves that once operated this forge, but also the mountain dwarves that work in Wormheart Mine, as they have a bit of a harmonious operation, or they used to at least. So with Musharib and Hugh Hackenstone waiting intently in a nearby cabin. I mean, Musharib was very badly wounded. You actually found him captured. They're hoping to hear from you guys soon that you've reclaimed the forge and destroyed all the fire newts. Upon arriving here, you guys scouted the area and laid waste to the fire newts by sneaking up and attacking them. You'd also met Nim and Garrick, who are here for similar reasons, also to stop the death curse, but reasons of their own as well. And they aided you in taking down the fire newt. With Harakma hopefully under wraps, perhaps today you'll be looking at leaving Harakma and moving on to your next location. But there's still some work here to be done. I've just moved everyone into this room. You guys had managed to capture one of the fire newts. He surrendered to you all, and Solrak has the fire newt by the neck. He's just like lifting it up. Its little feet, little tiny clawed toes dangling about a foot off the ground. And Solrak is squeezing it so tight that he has to let it go, otherwise he'll kill it. So he drops it on the ground there for you all, and the fire newt has just proselytized himself. He's just laying firmly on the ground, hands forward, head down, and he's screaming in primordial like,
"Don't kill me! Don't kill me! No! Me no want to die. Me have much fires to make."
Does anybody mind if I eat him? I mean, he might be spicy.
I think we did witness them literally bleeding lava.
Sure.
Spicy indeed. Do
was
we
it
have any questions?
Solrak
for
that
him?
speaks primordial? I think he was the only one that can speak primordial, so Solrak will act as a translator for you guys.
Well, we want to know where the gauntlet is, and
The
if
crown.
there's any.
I want to know where the crown is.
I think the crown was a lie.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Solrak translates for you guys, and the fire newt says,
"Oh, gauntlet! Gauntlet! It's in the room at the end of the bridge. But we don't know how to get there. We're waiting. We're thinking maybe dwarf know. That's why we want to get the dwarf to open. But if dwarf can't open, I don't know who can open."
I searched the room beside the armory or whatever we're trying to get into.
the side
Was
cave.
there anything there? Yeah, the
No.
side cave.
It's empty. It looks like probably a guard post, you would imagine. A couple of heavily armored dwarves sitting there, protecting this special artifact.
Try to knock on the wall with the sword just to hear if there's maybe a secret passage or something.
Yeah, you could make a perception check to look for secret doors while you're over there.
Oh, that's gonna work so well.
In the meantime, maybe we can find out if we got them all except this one.
Well, we know
It's
a couple
nice
escaped.
Alright, Garrick, you tap the wall and listen out. Try to see if you can make out any hollow sounds. But it all seems like solid stone, and it's very hot. Speaking of that,
Guys,
you guys are continuously breathing in these hot fumes, and it's really taking a toll on everyone. Not to mention the humidity of the jungle as it is, but you're soon finding that all of your water skins are pretty much empty now, and you've still got the rest of the day to go. Water may be an issue. Fresh water.
Is this water?
It's water, yeah. There are a couple of basins here. These are for dipping in hot
Fill him up, boys.
metal.
No. That has iron in it.
I go
impurities.
over to the water and use purifier food and drink.
When you do that, immediately all of the sediment vanishes. There are all these little shavings of iron and whatnot resting on the bottom of the pool.
By a second, before I do that, I take the one that's with the most water in it and fill it up to the rim before I purify it.
Okay. Which are you just doing it at base level as well? It does more the more you higher level you do it. Or maybe I'm thinking of create food and water.
All non-magical food and drink water in 5-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, you could get both of them in there if you center it in the middle. It'll get both of them.
Okay, and clean water then.
Nice.
Alright, there's a decent amount of water here. Each one holds... I'm not very good with gallons because I usually use liters. So I'll have to...
America.
I'm good with feet, but not good with metric volumes of liquid. Alright.
Americans aren't good with metric volume.
Yeah, they're pretty large basins. They're basically barrels, and each one contains about 12 gallons.
Not bad.
Guys, I think we should fill up our water skins.
Thank you for
Yes,
that.
thanks.
Take the water.
You know, we actually don't have to
Something.
get into the vault, I don't think. Right? All we have to do is clear out the people here so that Musharib and his folks can move back in. And then once they're back in, they can open it, I'm assuming. But there's no reason that we need to, like, open a vault. In fact, we're safer if it's closed.
So I can have a short rest right here.
Well, I'd rather have a short rest where we're not, overheating next to lava.
Yeah, we can just go back now, right? We have the last one here.
You guys part yourself on this water, and you can fill up your water skins, and you can add that 12 gallons to how much you need today. To get an idea of how much the 6 of you need, plus the dinosaur pet, it's 34 gallons. So it's only about a third of what you need for an entire day.
I can take care of the last 2/3
Sweet.
when it comes time.
Alright, and there are some instruments that you guys are using for survival as well. You've got food, insect repellent, water, and when you don't have water on hand, obviously you can only fit so much in your gourd, there is a rain catcher, and this is what you'll be doing if you don't have enough water. So a rain catcher, it's like a tarp with a wooden frame. You set it up, it rains into the tarp, and you've got quite a lot, 8 gallons if it rains a lot. The problem is we've already gone through the wet season in this campaign, and now it's the dry season, so it does not rain very much at all. So water could become scarce. But if you've got someone that can create water like Nim, it's going to make things a lot easier, provided you keep onto those spell slots for the day.
You could say.
Otherwise, this will be you guys. Bear Grylls style. Okay, so Solrak is going to... I'm just going to say he's going to go out looking for his brothers or something like that, but he'll translate for the fire newts as long as you guys need. And he's got 12 gallons. It immediately, just drinking this purified water, it alleviates you guys of this dehydration. It doesn't actually fix the exhaustion, but it makes you feel a hell of a lot better. So,
Great.
What is the
Thanks
plan
for that.
now?
Mission accomplished, right? Let's go check in with Musharib. Make sure.
Did we check
Q
the
is
other
still
side
alive.
of the lava?
Where?
Did we check the other side where the... I think it was down here somewhere.
Yeah, there are some unexplored avenues for sure.
I mean, Bryn can take the lead because I'm knackered. So
Yeah, we're all knackered. Maybe we should get back and take at least a short rest before we try to see if anybody was left.
I would like that.
Agreed.
Let's do it.
Do we take this fire nymph with us?
Yeah, we should take him with us. I
No,
still
we-
need to know where the crone is.
This is an evil creature that likes to set things on fire. I want to eat him.
You don't.
doesn't
want
like
to- He's not only
Because-
does he set things on fire, he's made of fire. All right?
Zorak
You do not
translates
want
that,
to eat him.
and the fire newt he starts to panic.
No, eat me. Yes, me made of fire. Me very hot. Me burn your tongue.
does look like a chili though, doesn't he?
No, me not.
Zorak's
If
just
you don't tell us
translating
everything, we're gonna let him eat you.
Look, Orion, it's going to be painful going in. It's going to be about as 10 times as painful going out. Right? You do not want any part of that.
Alright, then can we just stab it?
What's wrong
Zorak
with it?
says that. Can we just stab it? He translates. And the fire newt is just...
Ah! No. Me go away. Me never come
No,
back.
shouldn't we take him to the dwarves and ask them what I want to do with him?
Yeah, that's my thought.
They want us to kill it.
Yep.
That's what they want us to do with it.
They said, hey, would you mind killing these guys for us?
Who's the evilest?
Orion.
Zorak says if you guys want to kill it, then he knows what to do. He pushes it into the lava.
No.
He's exhausted though.
He... Alright, he doesn't push it into lava, and he seems confused. Because that's what Yazo did before.
It's like I say one of them.
Alright, he says that he's tired of torturing this little creature, and he's gonna leave it with you guys. And he's gonna go check on Musharab and Hugh. And yeah, he's gonna go to the shop, and he's never gonna come back. Basically. He gets
What
frustrated.
should we
and-
do? Stun him and take him to the dwarves for questioning, or...
What's going to happen with the other brothers?
Zorak said that he was hoping that, deep down, he was hoping these other brothers were here, and he's very disappointed that they weren't. So, you get the inkling that maybe he's going to go out looking for them.
See you around.
He just waves to you guys and walks off.
I still think we could bring this guy to the dwarf, and maybe he has questions for it, and otherwise, well, we know what to do then.
Well, if I beat the int on this man, he's dead. So
Come on, we've got a death curse to solve. So
This fire newt is not restrained, but it doesn't make any attempt to try and escape either.
Sebastian, do you
I think-
see the fire newt at the end of the... or is that something I don't see?
Alright, Garrick, you take a look around the forge, and you can see this gantry over across this little rift of lava, and yeah, there's a fire newt warrior atop a giant strider, and it makes eye contact with you, and kind of just slips back through the tunnel when it sees you.
Okay, I tell the others what I saw.
Oh, great.
Alright,
There's-
that
there's a
gives me an
fire
idea.
newt.
So we didn't get them all.
There were a few that escaped, definitely.
What if we were to tell this guy that we'd let him go if he tells all his buddies to get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, that's the best solution, I think. After he tells us where the
Great.
crown is.
in that room over there, that couldn't open.
That was the cup thingy, right?
How about this? Let's take him back to Musharib. We'll have Solrak tell him to go threaten his buddies to make him out of this mine. We'll ask Musharib if he knows where the crown is, because we know where the gauntlet is, and we'll go from there.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, the gauntlet. Right, that one. Yes, I agree. Good plan.
Let's go.
Alright, the fire newt just follows you guys. It doesn't know what's going on. There's no translator anymore. But it does follow you guys.
I keep an eye on him.
You head back through the armory and back through the smelter.
Remember how I was killed all of these horse things?
I did. Yeah.
As you return to the minecart bay, you do not see any more giant striders. There are 2 tracks. They're made of iron with lacquered wooden braces. It splits off into 2 directions, and as you head southward, you see this great lava rift once more, with a bridge spanning it.
As we go closer to the bridge, I keep an extra good eye on the fire.
Alright, when you get there, Millhouse, a giant strider just rushes you.
Millhouse.
I found the boy.
In this cell where the albino dwarves were being tortured, the giant strider just rushes you beak first, trying to bite you and breathe fire. Did anyone else want to move up? If you guys want to move up more, you can.
We're watching the fire newt.
Alright, as it...
Yep.
Okay, it's moving up as well. It'll be
Okay.
kind of in between you guys. As that giant strider screeches, you hear the screech of others. And we'll roll initiative. Looks like they've been waiting for you guys. Alright, despite not having any weapons or armor, this fire newt is actually the first to react. And it's still going to fight you guys. Immediately, it just tries to grab Jarek. Jump on him and grab him, tackle him. Jarek, you need to make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
1 second. Whoa.
Oops, I had it on Whisper,
Streak
but
continues.
it got a 9. So, yeah, it looked like it was going to grab you and tackle you and probably throw you into the lava, but you managed to just slip out of its grip. You overpower it. If it's 9. Yazo.
So I've seen him do that, so I'll just launch a dart at him. No, actually, I'll go for the short bow. Oh, shit.
It's a miss. The fire newt warrior jumps to the side and the arrow ricochets off a shelf of rock.
Can I hide?
Yeah, you could hide there. Using your bonus action. I think you've only got 25 feet of movement though, right?
Yeah.
So that's 25. You can't go diagonal through a wall.
Okay.
Walls block you. But you can hide there. You're hidden from some creatures. Millhouse.
Attacking the big bird.
That hits. You immediately lash out with Bob, slashing through its flesh. 8 damage. Sorry, 6 damage. No. Oh, you did 2 attacks already?
Yes.
One at a time, please.
What?
Because it might have a reaction to spit fire at your face and you'll be incapacitated before your next attack. But it doesn't. You hit it again and you slash into it and it's looking bloodied now. Fire Newt Warrior is going to control its mount and Garrick, you look across this rift of lava and you see a Fire Newt a giant strider on this gantry. And it just sort of comes out to this balcony. It looks over and it sees you. The giant strider begins leaping from gangtree to gangtree. It's jumping. It's going to take a dash action. Alright, it gets to this gangtree and it's going to just stay here for now. The Fire Newt Warrior itself dodges. You guys know that these giant striders have a bit of a range on this gout of flame that they can shoot out of their mouths. It's looking like it's getting ready to do that. Bryn.
So I tell this captured fire newt that it has to get down on the ground. I take out my rapier and I threaten it. If it moves, I'll prick it.
Alright, you can use your action to intimidate it if you like.
No, I think I want to keep my action, or my attack, for if it moves to run away or attack someone.
Okay.
So anything else? I think I don't have any spells left. No healing words. Nope. Nope. So that's it. End of turn.
Alright, the strider, it just opens its mouth and just floods this hallway with fire. It spreads out around Millhouse and Orion, and both of you need to make a dexterity saving throw. You guys both take the full brunt, taking 11 points of fire damage each.
I have advantage.
You take 5. And the strider ends its turn there. The Fire Newt is going to control its mount, and the strider is going to come rushing around here. It's going to take a dash action because it has to squeeze through all of these narrow tunnels. And the Fire Newt itself is going to attack. It just comes around the corner, and you can see it's a little bit injured. This must have been one of the ones that had escaped earlier. It has its chain shirt on, it has a shield in one hand, it's firmly fastened into the tack of the strider, and it slashes at you with its scimitar, Millhouse. And it hits you as well, whoosh, catching you for 3 points of slashing damage. It reels back and comes in again, and it misses. Nim.
Alright, I'm going to reach out and touch Bryn on the back, and I'm going to do a Cure Wounds on him. For 7 points of healing.
Thanks.
And that'll be my turn, because I can't move too much, but at least health will help.
Sure. Garrick.
Since we need to help those guys down there. Well, I will start to run down here.
When you move away, this Fire Newt Warrior, it'll just try to like scratch at you basically, Jared, with an unarmed attack. And if you want to use your reaction, Bryn, you could, because this thing is not backing down. It's trying to rip people apart. And
Yes.
it misses you, Garrick. Alright, Bryn, you stab it with the rapier, and that hits it. It doesn't have its shield. It's still wearing its armor. You stab into it, 7 damage, and it's looking a little bit hurt. Alright, Garrick, continue.
Use 25. I can't get past here. I'm gonna Misty Step. 30 feet.
Alright, you disappear and reappear behind the strider and the Fire Newt. Turn around with a surprised look on their face.
And then I'm gonna use Booming Blade on the Strider.
You take a swing at the Strider after coming out of the Misty Step, but it confuses you and you end up swinging through the air.
We don't have advantage for.
No.
Oh no, it's 5e. 5e doesn't have advantage for.
Oh no, the flank. I don't use flanking. That's a variant rule.
Yeah. Okay, that's my turn. Where is the done? There's the done.
The Warlock is going to control its mount on its turn, and another creature that had escaped. It's going to have its giant Strider take a dash action, and I don't think anyone actually sees it. You guys hear it casting a spell beyond the lava rift. Orion.
I'll rage and grow my werewolf jaws, draw my sword, and I'll recklessly bite at this Strider right there.
That hits it. You bite onto its neck for 6 damage, and it's actually not that bad. It's not like the fire newts. It's pretty meaty, and it's almost dead. You're just wrestling with it. It's got this long neck that you're just sinking your teeth into.
And then sorry, +2 from rage damage.
It's dead. You let out a bit of a roar, and you become embroiled in rage, and you end up ripping its neck out.
I mean, it's kind of lame, but I guess I put up my rapier, so can I throw a sword?
That would be an improvised attack.
Okay.
So it'll act as an improvised weapon. So it's a ranged attack, so dexterity. You don't get proficiency bonus. And what sword is it?
It's a rapier.
It'll do 1d4 damage. So
Then I will hold on to it, and I'll move into this alcove to avoid the inevitable fire breath that's coming.
okay. Another Strider comes screeching. You can hear its thumping footsteps. It's making its way towards you guys. They move very quick. You guys hear the echo of its footsteps coming from this tunnel. The fire newt is going to try and grab you, Bryn. It's going to jump on you and try to tackle you. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. You're grappled. And it drags you back using 10 feet of movement. And then it drags you back again using 20 feet of movement. And then it leaps off the edge, trying to drag you into lava. And luckily, you're still teetering on the edge, but it's got its whole weight forcing you down, and you're not able to move. It's got you in a grapple, and you look down and you take in a breath, and it just burns your nostrils. You feel this intense heat wafting up, and you're about to go in the lava, but it's the end of its turn. Yazo.
Alright, so so if I shoot it, will Britain's Paw still fall in the lava?
No, it looks like if you shoot it, it's not going to do anything. If you kill it, it looks like it's going to let go of Brennan. Brennan will be able to escape. From where you're standing, it's got half cover.
But I've got advantage, some hidden, yeah?
Yeah, this one's not really paying attention to you, so I'll allow you to be hidden, because you're not really coming out in the open. You take a shot, but it misses, and you just hit the bridge.
Sorry, Brad, I should have done Toll the dead. Go back in here and hide.
It's okay.
Make a stealth check. 21 on your stealth check. Millhouse.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the fire newt.
It's a miss. Parries you with its scimitar. You skirt the scimitar to the side, you hear the sound of scraping metal, and you sink the axe into the fire newt's side. It screeches and lavery blood sprays against the wall, but it's not dead. This fire newt is going to relinquish control of its mount, and it's going to join initiative. You'll go on count 20. The fire newt itself is going to look menacingly and swing its scimitar around while dodging. Bryn. This thing is like forcing you into the lava. You've got your boots firmly on the bridge, trying to struggle to get away from it.
So I cannot move, but I can speak, right?
Yeah, the grapple just reduces your movement speed to 0.
Okay. So I will use Vicious Mockery on them.
Alright, you mock the fire newt, and it screeches. It takes 5 points of psychic damage, disadvantage on its next attack, and it's not bad. It's looking kind of beat up though. That psychic energy causes all these deep red bruises to appear on its head.
Okay. I think that's all I can do right now. Yep. That's it.
Alright, the fire newt is going to relinquish control of its strider and let it act on its own accord, and it's going to go on initiative count 5. While that's happening, the fire newt warrior is just going to spit fire in your face, Millhouse, and spits little gouts of flame at you. Make a dexterity save. You dodge out of the way. A little bit of fire licks your armor and flesh, and take 6 points of fire damage. It ends its turn there, and then this strider, it's gonna just point its head down, open its mouth, and as it screeches, this big flame just erupts, spreads up around it, licks the walls, and engulfs Garrick and Millhouse. And both of you need to make a dexterity saving throw. You take the full brunt. Each of you take 15 points of fire damage. The fire engulfs the strider and the fire newt, and they seem to just bathe in it. You guys see or hear Millhouse clang to the ground, smoke trailing off of him. Garrick is still standing, albeit very badly scorched.
Damn it. There.
15, so you'll be on 2 hit points, not 7.
Yeah, no, I had 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, you had temp. Okay. Nim.
Alrighty, I'm going to scoot closer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I am going to aim a poison spray at that fire newt.
These creatures look like, originally they look like they wouldn't be affected by poison, but when the poison wafts over its face, it starts to choke and choke, but it's not affected.
Poop nuggets. There's no fun.
Is it not good?
This is not good, no. That'll have to end my turn. Not much else I can do. No good bonus action at the moment.
Garrick.
Is there any way to get to my house?
If you try to move into the Strider's space, it'll knock you back and it won't let you go through.
Okay.
You have to cut your way through or something else.
Okay, nothing to do it.
That hits.
Boom and blade. And then I use
Alright, you smite it. You good smite. Alright, you drive the... What weapon do you use as a longsword?
longsword.
Okay. I think your longsword damage is incorrect. It's showing... Oh, is that's the slashing
It's
and
booming
the...
blade.
Okay,
It's the slashing and the booming blade.
Alright. Let me just fix up your macro because I need to see the different damage types. It doesn't matter now,
okay.
but sometimes they could be resistant to thunder. Alright, so it would be 1d8
Okay.
slashing and then 1d8 thunder. I see you've got it all in there. Alright. It's yeah, it's dead. You just slash through it, you let out a smite, radiant energy surrounds your longsword, and it just penetrates the Strider straight through the chest, searing to its heart, and then there's an explosion of thunderous energy. It just rips out the internals of the Strider. As the mount dies, that Fire Warrior is going to use its reaction to not land prone from its mount falling. It kind of jumps off. Ah! Fine, the Strider dies at its side.
Can I touch Millhouse from there for the next round?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll move up if I get the next one.
The Warlock as well, it actually has a readied firebolt. It's going to unleash it at you, Nim. It was waiting for someone to get on the bridge. This actually should have done that a little bit earlier, but anyway, here it comes. It's a direct hit. It slams in onto you for 10 points of fire damage.
Well, I lose the 5 hit points that are temp. And then I lose 5 from here. Yeah.
Don't you have a shield?
No. Not this gnome.
Isn't that Druid
Anything
101?
else for your turn, Garrick?
No. Oh, sorry. My mistake.
Alright, this Fire Warrior is going to sling another firebolt over at Nim. And you hit with a second firebolt for another 10 fire damage. Orion.
Alright. Can I move here? Is that moving through a wall if I move diagonally there?
No.
Okay. 10, 15. I'm fully gonna step on Millhouse's body. And I'll make a reckless attack against the fire newt with my jaws first.
$13 is a miss as you're squeezing in there next to Millhouse.
I'll try again.
Not the most stable surface to step on. And a 9 misses. You just can't effectively fight in this cramped space with Millhouse just blatantly taking up all this room.
God damn it, Millhouse. Can I end my turn on an unconscious body, or do I have to move?
You cannot end your turn in other creatures' space.
Okay. Can I?
Unconscious doesn't change anything about that.
Okay. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
A giant strider comes screeching around the corner. And it has to dash because it's squeezing. You hear the thumping din of footsteps, Jarek. And then a giant beak-like face just appears around the corner of a giant strider without a mount. Alright, this fire newt warrior. Yeah, sorry, Bryn, but you weren't able to get out of the grapple, so it jumps into the lava with you. As you are dipped into the lava, it's not good news for you. You're gonna take quite a lot of fire damage. You take 40 points of fire damage.
Yeah, I'm out.
And the fire newt warrior just holds you there, trying to like drown you in it, basically. But you're not dead.
Yep,
Also,
anyway.
So I think I've heard Bryn fall in, and there's nothing I could do about it. I heard someone say put your shield on, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to equip my shield.
I mean, you could kill the fire newt, and it might stop
Where is
Bryn
it?
from dying.
How come I can't get him out though? Okay, I'll shoot it then.
Definitely not if he's still being held by the fire newt. Alright, from there
Okay,
you
I'll
don't
shoot
have
the
a
newt.
line of sight on it. It's 10 feet below you. So you don't have an angle on it.
No, I can't because I can't. So I've only got 5 hit points. So I'm going to put my shield on.
You do what you want. I was just saying that there's definitely something you could do, but it's up to you what you actually do. Alright, you equip your shield. This strider is going to fire burst Nim. Nim, make a dexterity save. It shoots fire across the lava rift at you. You dodge out of the way. And I clicked it. You take 7 points of fire damage. Millhouse, make a death saving throw.
Oof.
Millhouse? Hello? Alright, he's not here. I'll make a saving throw for him.
I got it.
Suspense.
Alright, that is a failure. 12 is not a success. Alright, I'll end your turn. This fire newt warrior is going to just keep on looking menacingly, waving its scimitar around, dodging. Bryn, at the start of your turn, you take the fire damage again. For starting your turn in lava. And unfortunately, that's enough to instantly kill you. So Bryn is completely melted away along with everything you're carrying, holding. And you'll need to use a backup character now. We'll introduce them after this fight.
Yep.
This fire newt warrior is going to turn around and lash out at Garrick with a scimitar. It misses you. It swings again, and the scimitar clings off your armor once more. And Nim, you look over the edge in horror as you see Bryn does not come up from the lava.
Well, that's no bueno. How big are the tunnels just south of me where like Millhouse is and all that?
They're about 5 feet wide and about 8 feet high.
I'm not gonna fit with that wild shape then. All right. Well, let's see. Movement. I'm going to move my 25 movement to here. And I want to use a potion of healing on Millhouse if I could.
Go for it. 2d4 plus 2.
Four, 2. Wow.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
That it is. There you go. And that would be an action, correct?
Yeah, using a potion as an action.
Alright, well then I'm going to bonus action to save my butt. I'm going to wild shape into a saber-toothed tiger.
Okay.
Because I'm not dealing with that.
Alright, you are a saber-toothed tiger. And you're squeezed in. But
Yeah.
you're able to stay there.
It'll preserve me some health points for a little bit.
Come into the target then.
And that will be my turn. Push the button.
Okay. At the start of this round, oh wait, it's still. Oh wait, it's not the start of another round yet. We're getting there. You can hear something though, Garrett, coming from this tunnel. Sounds like some noise. That's what you hear. Like you look over and you're in
Goat.
dark.
Lunchbox! No spells left, so I can't take down the Strider. I'll try to take down the Fire Newt.
That misses the fire newt. He brings up his scimitar and crosses it with his shield and parries you off to the side.
I say. Well, like I don't know. Well, that's that.
Alright, this warlock is going to control his mount and jump onto another gang tree. Try and see where everyone is. And you hear a spell being cast from this direction again. Orion.
Am I trapped in here? Because there's a squeezing saber-toothed tiger in the mouth of this tunnel.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Nim will let you go through his space.
Okay.
I'll move my paws out of the way.
I'll crawl between his legs to get out.
It's like Mama.
So it'd be 10, 20, 25 to get out of here?
Another creature's space is difficult terrain.
Alrighty. Oof. 25. 30.
As soon as you step there, a fire newt
Yeah,
hits you with that firebolt that he just readied.
sure.
He tries to at least. 11 is a miss. Whizzes right on by you.
I will throw a dagger, I guess, at this fire newt.
Javelin.
I don't have that.
Alright, you're at disadvantage. He's dodging. Well, you're at disadvantage anyway because of the range.
Yeah.
It It bounces off his shield. Miss.
And then
It's quite a good damage.
5, 40. No, we'll go 40.
This Strider is going to open its mouth and it's going to do its fire burst, centering it here. Make a dexterity save, Jerry.
That's it.
And you're hit for 7 fire damage. The intense pain and heat force you to lose consciousness.
I'm out.
You hit the ground unconscious, dying.
Can I yell something?
Yeah.
Hey, Hugh, if you can hear me, we really need your help over here.
You get a response. Bah!
Lunchbox.
At the start of this round,
It's uni.
the goat comes running in, galloping along the minecart track. It rushes in to the Fire Newt warrior. And also running behind the goat, also bowing for some reason, is you. And he has his battle axe high over his head. And he runs in with the goat. They both join initiative. Alright, this Fire Newt lets go of what's left of Bryn and starts swimming away. The Strider does nothing that you can perceive. Any of you. Yazo.
So, can I use the help action on the tiger to stop him sort of having disadvantage to help him sort of get through the cave?
If you want to help someone have advantage on attack, you need to be within 5 feet of the enemy, because you're effectively distracting them.
So let me just have a look what I got. I got Toll of the Dead. So that's 60 foot.
Yeah, it's got a 60-foot range. When you do step there, Yazo, the Strider, I think you've got line of sight of it now. Yeah, it's going to shoot its fire burst. It had that ready. It centers a fire burst on you.
Uh-oh.
It would be, I guess it would center it there. And Yazo, Ryan, and Nim, each of you make a dexterity saving throw as a gout of flame just floods that tunnel.
Dramatic there.
Because you're squeezing Nim as well, it does give you disadvantage on dexterity saves. Yazo, you are hit for 12 points of fire damage. Orion,
Yeah,
you succeed, and you take 6 points of fire damage.
Let me roll thing. Come on.
And Nim, you don't have very much room to maneuver. With a 5 you
Nope.
fail, and take 12 points of fire damage. Yazo, the first thing that happens to you when you step around the corner, you just see this bright flame and you fall unconscious. Millhouse, you open your eyes, you can grab your axe that you dropped, and if you want you can stand up.
I will decide to stand up. And I'll attack the Fire Newt in front of me.
And you just decapitate the Fire Newt. You rip the bob. Maybe it's the cries of the goat that fills you with inspiration, or maybe it's Hugh's goat noises that empower you. Either way,
It's Hugh.
You grip the axe handle firmly and you lop the Fire Newt's head clean off its shoulders.
Hugh, with you here, we can't fail.
Bah! He says.
I can't. Is there a wall between me and the Strider?
There is. Actually, no. Sorry. The wall is it's kind of like up here.
I will attack the strider.
And that hits. You swing the axe upwards and slash through its fur. The Fire Newt warrior continues looking menacingly. Alright, Bryn, what's happened is when the lava has consumed you, it usually takes a little bit of a time for your soul to move on to a plane where your deity resides, or if you don't have a deity, then the plane of your alignment, whatever that would be. However, something different happens to you. Instead, you feel this irresistible tug at your soul, and a dark feeling, eroding feeling comes over you, and your soul is just yanked clean out of your body. You feel it dragged away from you. Instead of going to that lovely plane that you would usually go to, you are trapped in some sort of large sphere full of other wailing souls, constantly writhing, flying around with no chance to escape. The Soulmonger.
This doesn't sound well. Well, guys, you better solve this problem. I want to go to the afterlife, please.
Bryn will not be able to be resurrected, sadly. But hang in there. Bryn's buddy will be coming soon. Nim.
There's not much I can do, because it's a tight fit.
You would be able to attack that Strider if you want to attack.
I'll do that then. It's just kind of hard to see with the walls and all that, but I will attack it with a claw.
You have to move up a bit, but you'll be able to.
Right there.
Yeah, it's also squeezing, so the your disadvantage is cancelled out because it can't fit in this tunnel any better than you can.
Okay.
And that hits.
Come on, take it.
Alright, you leap forward and 11 slashing damage. You rip through the Strider. It lets out a squawk and it's severely injured.
Ooh. And that will be my turn.
Alright, Garrick, you'll need to make a death saving throw. Success.
Yay.
The Fire Newt is going to move on over a little bit. Its Strider is going to dodge, and it could already see a little bit of Orion. Now it can see a little bit more of him. And it's going to flick a firebolt at him. And pretty sure it's going to be 3/4 cover. Yeah, that is 3/4 cover. So you have +5 to your AC to this firebolt.
Oof. Oh, that
It
ties it.
still hits you. And you're hit for 7
exactly
fire
enough.
damage. It puts
Oh.
you down. That was very unlucky. You hit the ground unconscious and dying, and you need to make a death saving throw. It's a failure. The goat comes rushing in, charging at this giant Strider, and tries to ram the Strider. And it misses. The goat's then going to see Orion unconscious and panic. Orion! It runs, bearing, and as it moves closer to you to help its trusted friend, the Strider will bite at it. And
Oh
the Strider bites the goat on the neck and lifts it up. And you hear a loud crunch. And then the goat, and then just drops the goat on Millhouse. because that's where it would end its turn. The goat is now dying. Actually, the goat is dead.
Truly the worst tragedy of our generation.
Well, there goes the whole mission.
Hey.
Keep the goat through it.
Sorry, Bryn.
Ryan!
Oh no.
I mean,
Don't
it
do
was
this to
just
me.
bearing, but if you listen closely, you could have sworn that his last words were Orion.
You're killing me, Seth.
This Strider is going to do another fire burst. Recharges, and it's... I'm going to have to just drop that fire burst. Right here. Actually, you bid it too, Nim, so whoops. It's going to have to put it here to hit everyone. And Nim, Millhouse, and Hugh will make dex saves. Garrick, you'll take 1 failure to your death saving throws for taking damage while unconscious. This fight is becoming quite brutal. Millhouse, you succeed, and you take 5 fire damage. That puts you down.
It couldn't have been an 8. Oh, no, a 7.
Nim,
Yeah, I needed to roll 7.
you fail and take 11 fire damage. And Hugh takes the full brunt. But he's not dead. He's only slightly scorched. Hugh is going to recklessly attack the Strider. And he sinks the battle axe into its neck. He rips the axe out, blood sprays against the walls. That's for the goat, he says. And then he rushes to try and give people triage. Yazo, make a death saving throw.
Oh, there you are.
That is a failure. Millhouse, make a death saving throw. That's 1 failure. Doing some movement. Ren, you're trapped in the soulmonger. No way to escape. Nim.
Over. I am going to drop
And
my wild shape.
Okay.
any healing left?
Yeah.
You can reform in either one of those 4 squares. It's up to you which one you want to go back into. If you back up in the initiative or whatever.
I gotta zoom back in.
It's me afterwards. I can get up at least 1 person.
5, 10, 15. And I will use switch roll. Here we go. Another cure wounds on Garrick. Woohoo!
Good roll. Alright, Garrick, you're conscious
There you
again.
go.
10 hit points.
And
Okay.
then I'm going to 5, 10 back so I can start making way to the other ones on my next turn.
Oh.
Garrick.
Who has done most death saves?
You can't really tell. But
Who went down first? Nim was up again. Orion
it
or
would have been Yazu. Yazu went down first. Then Orion
Yeah.
and Millhouse. You don't have
I
enough
will run
movement to
through
get
Yazu.
there though. 15
I
feet to
don't.
stand up.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, 15 to stand up, and then that would be 25 to move there. 35 for Nim.
I will move there and touch Nim appropriately.
Nim Millhouse or Nim?
Millhouse, sorry. And give him 1 hit point.
Woohoo!
Sorry, I can't. Need those hit points for other people. And that's me. Because I can't get... Can I get past Nim?
No, not this round.
Okay, alright.
The Fire Newt Warrior, it only has 2 targets to choose from, and they're both dying, so it's going to shoot a firebolt at Yazo. Disadvantage because you're prone, and advantage because you're unconscious. It doesn't have any
Cover?
target. Yep, 3/4 cover.
Shield.
Unconscious, and it completely misses.
Ooh.
But yeah, it doesn't have any other targets, so unfortunately it's gonna have to target unconscious people. Alright, Orion, make a death saving throw.
I've lost a character like this before. All I have to do is not roll a 1.
He's rolled a 1, fellas.
Yep.
Then he from buffer
Why would you
rolling.
say that?
Hey.
Alright,
Oh, that's so close.
Succeed. Success. You succeed.
That's the opposite of 1 almost.
Hugh is going to run over. 10, 20. Damn these stubby dwarven legs! You get the others up. I'll distract them. Hey! Over here! And he
Oh,
starts
goodness.
waving around his axe, trying to get the Fire Newt's attention.
Treading on a 1.
Oh. So unlucky. The giant stride is gonna just fire burst again. And Orion, you're gonna fail a death saving throw because you're gonna take damage while unconscious. Hugh just runs out and he gets hit with a fire burst. He's looking bloody. Yazo, make a death saving throw.
Ooh, come on.
Come on,
It's
come on.
getting quite tense in this fight. Success.
Can say things are really heating up.
Boo.
Millhouse, you can use 10 feet of movement to stand up.
Yep, I'll stand up. I want to try to stabilize Orion.
You don't have enough movement to get there.
I don't.
You only got 25 feet of movement as a gnome.
Oh yeah, you can get there.
You had the
Right.
same problem.
Yeah,
He
I can't
couldn't
get
get.
over
He
there.
couldn't get there either. That's why he ran out. Otherwise, he would have stabilized people. He did end up dashing.
Doesn't provide me nearly as much cover as I was hoping. Yep. I'm out of. I can't do nothing. Well, let's not group up again. So Millhouse will stand over here and dodge.
Okay. Finally, comes running around the corner, rushes Garrick, and he looked very badly injured. He dashes to get back. Bren, still in the soulmonger. Nim.
Fuck. I don't have healing word. Ugh. Been way easier. Okay, I'm gonna attack the fire newt van. I'm going
Are you
to
sure
let out.
you want to attack? There
I would
are
Well,
appreciate
better
if you didn't do
run.
that.
2 characters very close to death. Well, it's your choice.
We'll run and we'll see how much damage I take then from running out of
Alright, you
reach.
yeah, it's got like, I don't even think it has an attack on you. No.
Is there a wall there?
Yeah, there's a wall. It's total cover.
Oh, okay. Well, if I would have known that, yeah, I would have gone straight for him. But the map and the tokens, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. No, you have total cover from that one. You're completely cut
Yeah.
off from the other side of that wall.
Well, let's see. Which one was getting shot at worse from those fire shots out of these two?
I think they're both looking as rough
Okay.
as each other.
If you heal me, I
No,
can
he's
heal-
looking worse than me.
maybe
He's been hit by
Ryan.
2.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryan's looking
But-
worse.
All right, I'll hit Orion then with a Cure Wounds at level 2.
You're my favorite person.
Good heal.
There you go.
Thank you.
And then I'm just gonna move back 1 space.
Go to the side. To the side.
There you go.
Give a bit of room. Garrick.
Excuse me.
When you move away from the fire newt, the way that
He gets
the,
an attack.
No, the way that the wall is, you can actually just evade it, and you've got total cover by the
Okay.
time you leave its reach.
Well, I touch Yasu appropriately.
I'm sure even if
Is
it's
that one?
inappropriate, he wouldn't mind at the moment.
And give him
Necromancy.
one hit point.
Woohoo!
Alright, you gotta turn that around.
I was fully
Uh,
expecting a TPK.
I was worried too.
And I move back again.
Because of that wall, Garrick, you're only going to get back here.
Okay.
You would have
No
to go
problem.
around it. Alright, Yazo, you're up. Conscious on 1 hit point. And, any bonus action for you, Garrick?
No, I can't. Damn it.
Alright, Hugh's got the attention of the warlock, and here comes a firebolt. At Hugh. Ah! He screams out bloody murder as he takes 1 fire damage.
The immense pain.
Orion.
All right, I'll stand up. I will pull out. Let's see. I have 1 healing potion, and I will give it to Yazo.
No, you should take it because if you rage, it's back for you.
I am out of those for today.
I'll take it.
So I-
You take it. No, you take it. Okay, I'll take it.
Can I use my interact with object to just hand it to him?
Yeah, you can hand someone an item as an interactive object.
Okay. So I have 20 movement left. So I can't get past him.
Sorry.
Yeah, how dare you save our lives? I will move in here.
Yeah, I thought it was safe in there. It was quite safe.
Well, yeah. I will unequip my shield and hide as much as possible and say, it might be time to run, guys.
Alright, Hugh is going to stow his battle axe. Hugh's only got 1 arm, by the way. And then he tucks his only arm into his hide armor. And he jumps out into the middle of the bridge. And he starts dancing around saying, "Ah, look at me, I got no arms! Come on! Give us your best shot!"
Oh gosh.
And then he yells to you guys, "Rout them! Go around and get them! I'll distract them for you! Look at me, I got no arms! I'm an easy target!" Keeps yelling out. And... oh man, you guys are really unlucky with these striders. Well, at least Hugh is, because here comes another fire burst.
I think you're cheating.
They are rolling 5 or 6 every single time. Alright,
Don't say that to the god.
Hugh takes another 11 fire damage. Yazo.
Okay, so can I hide and then shoot the warlock?
No, he knows that you guys are there now, so you're not going to be able to hide from him.
Okay, so
Not in that cave, at least. You can use
Has he
half your
been
move
hurt?
to stand up.
I'll
The
do that first of
warlock,
all.
not really.
Not even a scratch.
He's not bloodied, and before you're
Oh.
bloodied, you don't really have any injuries on you. I guess he got a couple of scratches
Okay.
and bruises.
So, is it an action to drink the healing potion?
Yes, using a potion.
I'll have
is
to
an
do that
action.
now, I think. So that's I can never remember what it is. What is it?
A
2d4
regular healing
What?
potion, yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus.
Cool, thank you. Then I will try and move because I don't want to get bursted with Orion. Oh, but everyone's here. Okay, I'm going back in the cave. That'll do.
If you move like that, so you stood up 10, 15, 20, 25. That's as far as you'll get back.
Okay, well, that's quite safe-ish, I guess.
Alright, Millhouse, you're up.
I'm gonna attack this fine you.
Alright, you're off to find you. He's already very badly injured. He must have narrowly escaped. In fact, I think this is the one that Rialto pushed off the edge. And
Crazy.
you rush him and just split Bob straight through his amphibian-looking face. Alright, Bryn, they're going to avenge you. What's your new character, by the way?
I expect so. My new character is called Torin.
Torrent. What race and class is he?
It's a Dragonborn Paladin.
Ooh.
Nice. He could
Yep.
be
So-
searching Harakma for something as well. Maybe he's somehow connected to the dwarves here, or maybe he's just wandering around looking for a search for the death curse as well. We'll figure that out shortly. This fight's close to finishing. If you want, you can.
Right.
Do you have artwork? You can send me the artwork for the character, and then I'll sort out a token for you.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Nim.
Oh boy. What the do da? I'm going to drink a healing potion myself. I don't want to keep using all my spell slots. So I will do just a regular potion of healing.
Another. Oh,
Woohoo!
nice macro.
I
Good
forgot I
job.
had the macro and I was like, oh wait.
Max.
I want that macro.
I can send it to you.
The macro
it's
that always rolls max healing.
2 potions of healing plus 10. Oh, that feels so good. All right, and I'm just going to stand there for now. EOT.
Garrick.
Copy macro.
If you
Down.
post that in the Discord, I'll make it a token action for everyone.
That's what I was doing, yeah.
Okay.
Well, bam.
Can I peek around the corner
You take a look
without?
down here, Garrick, and the minecart track continues on. There are some natural-looking crevices cut into the walls left and right of you, and around this corner is where that strider is. It's been bursting fire on everyone off to your left around here.
Well, can't run farther. That was 30, wasn't it? No, 25. Use 5 more to go down here. And ready an action.
Okay.
I hold spell. Chill touch. If anything comes around the corner, I cast chill touch on it.
Okay. The fire nuke's gonna fire a bolt at Hugh. Disadvantage. And it still hits him. And Hugh just yells out, "Hurry up! Get to them! I can't hold much longer!" Orion.
I'll pull up my bow. And I will take 2 shots at the warlock.
Okay. That's gonna be a difficult shot as well. 3/4 cover.
From what's giving him the cover?
This wall.
Which...
That wall. This wall.
Okay. If I move forward, like to here, would that give him less cover?
Yeah, there will be no cover if you're beyond this wall. Maybe. Depends. I have to measure it from where you're standing.
I will move there.
Yeah, that's
And I
half
will fire.
cover. He does have this wall protecting him still.
Okay.
He's like pretty much got no armor though, so
How could I possibly miss the shot? Is what you're saying?
yes. Their
I'll take
armor
2
is
shots
purely ornamental. And that hits. You stick an arrow into him, 10 damage. It hits him straight in his torso. And another arrow sticks him for 4 damage. He's almost dead.
Alright. Probably should have measured this out. So 5. 10,
If there's a
15.
wall, you can't go through it diagonally, so you have to go around them.
I can't really see. Could you mind measuring my movement
Alright,
so far?
30. You've used 30 feet.
Okay. Perfect. There's not a good place to be. 40. Can I drop prone? Would that give me cover?
The wall gives you cover. Dropping prone makes ranged attacks on you have disadvantage.
I will drop prone.
Well, makes any attack on you have disadvantage if they're more than 5 feet away. Alright, Hugh's going to keep on dodging and dancing around. This Strider surely won't get its... Okay. It's going to come running around the corner. And it arrives here. And Garrick, you've got a chill touch waiting for it. You have advantage because it's squeezed. That hits it.
No.
Skeletal hand flies over and just pierces into its side. Starts withering the giant strider's flesh. All of these purple veins appear up its neck. Dark shadows appear over its eyes. And it keeps on running. And it has to take a dash action to even get into melee with you. Ends its turn there. Yazo.
I do a Toll the Dead on him.
On the warlock.
Don't know why he's doing all that.
He does not get affected. That bell just hums out.
So that's 20, and then I'll use my bonus action to dash.
Okay. Millhouse. You can hear a strider come screeching around the corner to your right.
I'm gonna do it.
Alright, you run over, jump up, and you split the axe straight through its skull. It hits the ground dead.
Alright, I'm out of movement. So
Almost done, Bryn. The artist formerly known as Bryn. Nim.
I'm going to move 5 feet here. And I'm going to use my action to give Yazo a potion of healing.
Cheers, mate.
Wow, you suck.
Don't question me. Just gonna shove it down his throat. He's going to enjoy it.
Can someone roll the macro?
Yeah.
If you click your token, it'll be there. You'll see a potion of healing macro in the top left-hand corner of your screen. That's it.
Ooh, it's not bad.
Cool. Thank you.
And then, am I able to move past him?
Yeah.
Since that's small boy.
Yeah. It's
5,
just difficult
10,
terrain.
15,
Unless for some reason he
20.
stops you. Maybe he didn't like you giving him that potion of healing.
Don't.
I give him a
put
slap
that
on the
down.
bum.
Oh! I'm gonna move. That would be 25 total to there after going through him. And that will be my turn.
Garrick.
I'm gonna follow down here. And I'm gonna use Chill Touch again.
Alright, come around the corner. Who are you targeting? I think you can only see the Strider, right? Oh, yeah, it's just the
no, I see both.
you wouldn't have line of sight on the Warlock because of the walls.
Oh, it's
Do
okay.
you? Oh, actually, no, you do. You already rolled, so you do need to usually pick your target before you roll.
Okay, I take the Strider because that's the one I see most.
Okay.
I would have taken that.
That hits. The skeletal hand flings over, 10 damage. It grabs onto the Strider, and that Strider is seriously injured.
That's me.
The Fire Newt warrior is going to maneuver around looking for you, Garrick, and then doesn't see you, so fling another firebolt at Hugh. And Hugh finally dodges one for the first time in his life.
There you go.
Ryan.
I'll stand up, move here, and I'll fire 2 arrows at the Warlock.
That is a crit. The
Ooh.
arrow impales the Warlock, hits him in the chest, comes out his back, and he falls off, clanking onto the ground, or even dangling loosely on the side of the Strider.
And as much as I see another giant Strider, and I hate them as threats, there's also this very dangerous looking Dragonborn who's obviously in league with them.
He's still spawning.
Okay, gotcha.
Slowly fading in.
I'm just trying to set up his token. Figure out how he
attack this.
gets here so it makes sense.
Already another kill.
I'll attack the Strider.
I only have one backup character, guys.
Alright,
Well,
Clearly,
you,
you didn't come in prepared.
you hit the Strider, 9 damage, and it's not quite dead. If you're ready, Bryn, you can actually just roll initiative for your character if you're ready to go, and then you may even just steal the kill. You can join initiative for the next round of combat, and we'll figure out how your character gets here.
Okay.
Alright, Hugh's going to keep on jumping around. Hurry up! Hurry up! Yazo.
I'm actually feeling quite good. It's like everyone's giving me all these drinks. It's like I don't know where Millhouse has gone. Oh, there he is.
What, there's no corners around here for you to hide in.
Wait, there's nothing round here. Where am I going? Where's all the baddies?
I
What's-
show up in a.
Okay, so I'll dash then. Get out of the way of my house. Oh, still nothing.
You realize if you continue going that way, you might actually have to confront an enemy, right?
Oh, I can find always enemies on the bridge.
Millhouse.
Well, now that Yazo's messed it up, I can't really do anything without being exposed.
You might have to face an enemy.
Well, I was going to go for a hand axe, but that plan's going out the window now. So yeah, I'll just ready to throw a hand axe, I guess.
Do
If
you
anything
have
come around
a
the
flock
corner.
of kookaburras in your room?
I was
Getting
out-
that jungle immersion.
outside my room.
Alright, so you're just readying?
Yeah, ready to throw a hand axe.
Okay. Nim.
Oh boy. Now that people are out of the way, 5, 10, 15, 20, and you drink a healing potion, good sir.
Are you handing it to me or like?
I'm shoving it
feeding
down
to
your
me?
throat.
Roll.
All these people dying on me.
You can, yeah, use that macro if you want. If you click your token, you'll see it as a token action.
It's wonderful.
Me or.
If you want to roll it and see how many hit points you get. Or I can do it, I don't care.
Boom.
Ooh!
That was good.
Nice.
It's a good macro.
I've gotten crap rolls with it, so don't trust it completely.
Going good for me so far.
Alright, and that'll be my turn.
Garrett.
Okay, got some people healed up.
Well, that's another chill touch.
And it hits. Just as Hugh is looking like he's on his last legs, and Torrin was coming in to get a kill, the skeletal hand flings over, grabs onto the giant strider, starts to choke it. Its fur falls out, its face becomes gaunt and skeletal, and it crumples to the ground, dead.
This is the worst mine. I hate this and the other one we were just at. Fire sucks. Is everybody alive?
I run towards the giant strider that just died, and I say, "Die, beast, die!" And I stick it with my longsword, as if that has any use.
Male, stranger, friend or foe?
Friend always. Who are you, friend or foe?
I guess that depends.
Th-
You. Why are you here?
To get rid of that curse.
Then we are definitely friends.
Great. Who is your leader?
That is up for debate.
Would you like to describe Torrin for us? I like
Sure.
that artwork too. It's cool.
Yeah. Thorin is a blue young dragonborn, wearing chainmail, a longsword, and a shield with his holy symbol on it, the sign of Tempest. I have to still find out what that sign is, but that comes next time. It's a very nice new-looking outfit. Hasn't seen much battle. He looks strong and imposing, but has a bit of a friendly yet gullible face. He's stupid. Nah.
Alright, so yeah, to insert your character into the story, so you've got a bit of a backstory there. a noble.
Yeah, I was born in a noble family, and as a second-born son, I had to choose either to go to the army or to the fates, and I decided to do both and become a paladin. And then after my training, I heard about the Chult story because it was zooming about at my home city, and I decided to show my worth to the world and go help solve this problem in Tempest's name.
Yeah, we could say that perhaps you're. I'll just go over to the map, Chult. Perhaps you were even. You came here with the Order of the Gauntlet, and you were there for the fall of Camp Righteous, and the new Camp Vengeance that was set up. So Camp Righteous was overrun by hordes of undead. Although you don't need to be a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, they are conscripting soldiers. You could have been, like, as a noble, you could be from Baldur's Gate, you could be a patriarch from Baldur's Gate, or you could be a Waterdavian noble. And both of those prominent cities have noble houses in them. And you could have basically heard that there's a magic item up for grabs, rare magic item up for grabs for any adventurer that can stop the death curse. Or perhaps you could even have someone that you know affected by it. And you found out that, you know, Camp Vengeance was going to be a failure as well. It was very obvious because it was becoming ridden with disease. They didn't have enough water. There were constant zombie attacks. And you may even know Garrick. Maybe you learned that Garrick had head off into the jungle as well. He was able to get alleviated of his duties. Although usually you wouldn't want to openly proclaim that you're leaving, because the penalty is death if you'd be considered like a deserter. But you may have not really cared about that much and heard that Garrick was actually heading off and decided to join him. If that sounds good.
Yeah, I have to think about that because my character would not really disobey orders. So
if he wouldn't disobey orders, then Order of the Gauntlet probably wouldn't work. Or you don't have to be a deserter. The party had actually visited Camp Vengeance, and they met the commander, Commander Niles Breakbones. He was very disorganized, but the party members they were also conscripted immediately by the Order of the Gauntlet. But he was actually able to be convinced to actually just let the party go. So he could have been willingly let go, or he also sends expeditions off into the jungle to hunt undead, and this is like an undead region around here. So you may have been hunting undead, and the other guides and scouts that you're with had fallen, and you could have also been given an order to try and stop the death curse too, if deserter doesn't work well for your character.
yeah, that sounds better, I think.
Okay. So you're given an order to head out for 3 10-day out into the jungle to slay as many undead as possible, and bonus points if you can stop the death curse. Like, that's basically how it was put forward to. That's how disorganized the leader is. He doesn't really think about the implications of the orders that he gives. Niles Breakbone is his name. The other party members have met him before, but yeah, he's basically going to lead Camp Vengeance into disarray. So yeah, you've been traveling for probably like 20 days, and you would have been given a handful of guards to serve under you, but they would have all perished to the horrors of the jungle, and you've just continued your journey solo, and you come across the mine, and you've come to investigate. Maybe you've got some tracks from Garrick, and you thought maybe you can team up with him now that you've had your other soldiers perish.
Yep.
Alright, so
Seems good.
presume that Torrin fills you guys in on that, so you know where he comes from. And we'll take a 10-minute break now too.
Cool. I'll go put the kids to sleep. If I'm not asleep myself, I'll come back.
No problem. Okay. And we can move on to that other mine, that cave, where Musharub is waiting. And for now, if you guys want to take a short rest, go for it. Then if you guys want to take a long rest, well, we'll figure that out when we get back. I'll see you guys back soon.
That was the worst fight.
Yep, definitely.
Hated it.
I really thought I could just kill him by cursing at him. Maybe I should have tried to get away from the grapple, but yeah.
Maybe.
Choices.
That was a rough ambush, right? Like, they can walk on lava and we can't. That was...
Well, they can't walk on lava.
Well, their striders could.
They could walk in lava.
Okay. Semantics. It was a rough fight. Cyberburn went down that way, but 100 fire damage? That was baller.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was dead when I fell in the lava anyway, so... This took a little longer. But, well, new character, yay!
It's always fun to break out a new character.
Yep.
Some extra healing power.
Yeah, well, I made this backup character after I made, not that long after I made the Bryn, and I already noticed that there was some healing needed when I built Bryn, so I decided to make something that could also heal a bit, just in case. And then we got a druid, so...
We had a cleric, we had Avon for a little bit.
True.
He couldn't stay more than a couple sessions.
Right.
We actually started with a paladin and a druid. Like on the first session for... How many sessions did they say?
No, he was playing a cleric.
No. You're going to tell me that, what's-his-face wasn't playing a paladin?
Damnity. Yeah, he was playing a cleric.
No way, that was definitely a paladin. He's never played anything except paladins.
Nah, that was a cleric. That play style was 100% cleric. The way he stayed out of all the battles and only came down to heal.
The class was paladin, but he played him like a cleric. That's fair.
100% that was a cleric.
Do you think we got? Do you guys think we're actually gonna succeed this adventure?
Sure, we can make new characters anytime we want, right?
that's true.
Yeah, but you still have the time specter.
That's just for Syndra, though. I mean, if she dies, we don't get like our cool magic stuff. But we can still, I guess, stop the death curse.
Yeah, but I don't know. We what are we now? Level 6, 8?
We are 6.
6, yeah. It's 20 days, and the ending is for level 11, isn't it?
I have no idea.
No, don't know either. If that's the case, we need to level quicker.
Kill more in shorter time.
We were hoping that the dragon would give us some like dope magic items. So we got like that 1+1 weapon, which isn't bad, but
helps a lot.
Ugh,
Yeah.
All those health potions I gave out.
oh jeez, MVP. I'm all out of healing stuff.
Yep. Well, there's a new healer being added.
Score.
Oh, I said roll one more. There we go. Ooh. I use 3 hit dice per. Hmm.
3 hit dice per long rest. Hmm.
I was like, yeah, I can't use spell slots to do cure. I was like, I'm just gonna have to use potions because I want to save for water.
Also very important, of course. Yeah. Well, we used up all our magical resources, or most of them, in the last fights, right?
Yeah, I'm out. I have 3 hit points left to heal from healing hands.
Maybe we could get the dwarves to thank us by paying us in healing potions.
Maybe.
What kind of arrangement did you make with the dwarves?
Yeah, about that. I think it was we met Mushri back in Port Nianzaru. Like, he was one of the guides we hired along with Hugh, and he was like, "Hey, so if you guys are interested, across the island, there's this place that I'd love to get my homeland back or something." And we're like, "Yeah, sure. That's so far away. We'll worry about that when we get there." So 20 something sessions later, we're finally here, and we're like, "Hey, what's his name? Not Hugh. Musharib. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again." We didn't really discuss a payment.
Well, now he owes big time.
Yep. We sacrificed a party member for his homeland.
Yeah. At least I get my wild shapes back.
How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Looking into my new character.
Alright, not sure if Yazo will be back or not. He did say that he has to go after the break. So, when you guys head down following the mine track in that area that you guys were fighting, you follow it down for a couple of 100 feet, and then the tracks disappear and become broken and concealed under dirt, rubble, and cobwebs. And then you arrive at this cave. And then eventually, if you follow this cave, you'll come to some more intact minecart tracks, and it leads to Wormheart Mine, which is about 40 miles away. As you guys return here, Hugh leads you to Musharib and this other albino dwarf that he seems to be in a bad state, is in very bad condition. He was being tortured and captured, and Musharib is looking a little bit better. He's starting to recover, but both of them, I mean, they can't even walk. You've just arrived now. As you arrive, there is a glimmer of hope in Musharib's eyes. The thought of reclaiming his ancestral forge fills him with enough energy to at least stand.
Oh, you're back. Please tell me cleared out them pesky fire newts.
We did it, Musharib. You have your home back.
At the cost.
Oh, wait, where's the... There was a...
Is this your leader?
He's a friend.
Ah, okay.
I'm the leader, Hugh says.
After what you pulled back there,
cool.
Hugh, I'm not going
Thanks.
to deny that. You really saved our bacon.
Oh,
Musharib continues thanking you guys, and he's actually got tears streaming down his face.
I can't believe it. Some adventurers that I barely know have risked their lives and sacrificed their lives to try and reclaim my ancestral forge for the love of dwarven kind, and from the deepest of me heart, I thank you all tremendously.
Well, I was sent here by a vision. Do you know anything about an obsidian crown?
An obsidian crown. I think...
And suddenly he just becomes unconscious. He faints, and Hugh rushes over to grab him.
Hang in there, brother.
I run over and give him 1 hit point.
Alright, you heal him. He's not unconscious, as in he needs healing, but he's badly exhausted and needs rest.
Okay.
He does, if you do give him 1 point of healing though, he does feel a little bit better.
Oh, sorry. Me mind, it hurts to think at the moment. Perhaps we can just have a little wee napsy here, and then I'll tell you what I know in the morning.
That's a good. We need to rest here, and in the morning we should probably get moving. Do you know a way to the surface from here?
I know way. The way I came down.
That's convenient. Let's set up camp here, and we'll talk to Musharib and get moving in the morning.
Sounds good.
I kind of go into old habits and start commanding people around to make camp.
I follow command.
And diddy up the watch.
I don't like this.
Hugh will just kind of grumble, but he'll stand watch here to make sure no more fire newts come, and someone can build a fire. There's some kobold here that you can eat. It's like kobolds just strung up in webs. And
I think they're delicious.
Musharib himself, for those that haven't met him before, I'll just describe him. He's 4 feet and 5 inches tall. He has a wooden maul. His armor is fashioned from the spatulate bones of dinosaurs, gnashed and scarred by weapons and teeth. He was a guide serving the party from Port Nyanzaru, and he's looking for adventurers with the right skill and fortitude to help him reclaim Harakma. And that is done now. He wants to retrieve Moradin's Gauntlet, a dwarven relic. Also, Torin, you come in with inspiration too. DM inspiration. Coming in with a new character. You may want to save that for a death saving throw. Alright, so this other albino dwarf as well, he has lashings all over his body, and he's gone insane, and yeah, he just screams. He just keeps on screaming constantly the entire time. Musharib will just say,
Them fine youths. They are even more evil than what I could have imagined. They were picking off strips of his flesh and eating it. They make me watch. It sent him mad.
and he's just shuddering uncontrollably, screaming non-stop. And the healers in the party will recognize that he's gone mad. A lesser restoration spell could restore his sanity.
In that case, I will cast Lesser Restoration. I didn't
Alright.
see this as an option, but
You don't forget to fill up your spell slots as well. They should be all full. Apart from that one. Alright, yeah, it I mean it doesn't usually it's like the rule for curing madness is actually a separate rule. Madness rule, and it can be cured by lesser restoration, or if it's long-term madness it can be cured by greater restoration. It doesn't, you wouldn't know that as a player though, because it doesn't actually say it like on the spell description.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so yeah, you would recognize that you can restore his sanity, and he does recover from that. But they're also starving and badly dehydrated. Speaking of that, you guys are still really thirsty.
I've got my water.
Because you're not traveling today as well, it's actually, you don't actually need anywhere near as much water as the 34 gallons that I said earlier. If you've got like just one create water spell, you can set up a rain catcher and fill them up, and that'll provide enough for the party for the rest of the day. Are you
I
guys
can drop that.
How many spells do you have left? We could make
I
for the next day too.
I have enough create and destroy water. I have 2 level 2 spell slots. That's it. And that's way more than enough.
You could stock up, fill those rain catchers up for the next day as well. I think the party has like 2 rain catchers, so it's like 16 gallons. And you'll be able to fill up everyone's water skins for the next day.
Because level 2, I can do 20 gallons per spell slot I do.
Alright. Yeah.
If I were to use both, I could do 40 gallons.
Yeah, that's more
It's
than
one
enough.
day.
As long as you've got
What's that?
somewhere to store that volume of water, which, yeah, you got the rain catchers for that. Alright, so Nim creates water and food for you guys, and you nurse Malkar and Musharib back to health. They're not going to be in like perfect health. Musharib's not actually anywhere near as bad off as Malkar. Malkar had been tortured for weeks and weeks and weeks. Musharib had only been captured recently. Anyway, everyone take a long rest. You've already cleared out this cave. There's no more harassment from the fire newts. You guys keep watch. You don't have any trouble for the entirety of your stay. If you do I not have a long rest macro? I don't have a long rest macro here, but just fill up all your hit points. You get all your spell slots back, all your once per day abilities.
And 3 hit dice.
Yeah.
And I can commune with nature and get different spells.
You guys make camp, and there is kobold to eat if you want. If not, you've got trail rations. Another day goes by, and if you had exhaustion, that is reduced by 1 point. Malkar still is very badly exhausted, and Musharib is in good spirits, and the mood of these two dwarves, they're actually ecstatic. You've not only helped Hugh get vengeance on the red dragon that had taken his mine, it also cleared out the fire newts. So both dwarves are eternally indebted to you all, and every word and action that they do expresses that. You've woken up the next morning now. It's day 71. And you wouldn't really be able to tell what the weather is outside. Everyone seems to be in good spirits. Malkar still needs someone watching him and tending to him. And Hugh volunteers to look after him as well. Hey, you're still a brother of mine. You may be more of a kindred nature spirit, and I may be more attuned to the heart of a mountain. But hey, we are brothers, and I'll nurse you back to hell. He said.
I will join you, sir.
Musharib says, oh, it's fine. He may be a stubborn fool, and he may only have one arm, but his good heart makes up for what he lacks in limbs. I've heard that some of you may need some armor fitted or changed. And also perhaps I was hoping you would make me a very happy dwarf by escorting me to check on the Moradin and Garrick. You were saying that you're looking for a crown. I may have heard a rumor or two. Would you be so kind as to escort me back into Harakma?
Sure. Yes, of course.
We do need to get moving sooner rather than later. We'll escort you back in, but know that we have to leave pretty quickly here.
Nope, I want to make armor.
Does he always act like this? He points to Torin. I'm not your boss or your commander or nothing. You're a free dragonborn.
Yes, but you are the leader, right?
Oh, no.
You said so yesterday.
Leader. That was you. That was me! What are you, dwarfish? Dwarfist?
Sorry, you guys all look alike.
Whoa. Whoa.
He's blatantly albino. Anyway,
Maybe colorblind. I don't know.
let's not get caught up in who looks like who. I must see Moradin's gauntlet. So you guys spend a couple of hours in the morning preparing your spells, checking your gear, counting stock and whatnot. Yazo will also stay with Hugh, look after him, and I guess you find that Solrak actually went off to look for his brothers. I'll move you guys back down to the forge area.
Whee!
You return to Harakma, and you move through the minecart tracks and basically back to the bridge, because that's where you guys want to go, so I'll just move you straight over there. So you guys have returned here, and Musharib is looking around, checking things, and I guess he does comment on this armory, how like everything's been untouched. Huh. Them fire newts are as dumb as they look. Look at these riches. Fine dwarven weapons and armor. They fail to even see the value of them. Huh? Too heavy for their scrawny little arms, no doubt.
Question.
Also,
what
they
kind
might melt in the lava.
Not our dwarven weapons. They're so strong that they would melt lava.
Right. Yes, sir.
What kind of armor is in the armory?
They have suits of half plate, fitted for dwarves. There's also
Okay.
battle axes, great axes, mauls, morningstar, war picks, warhammers, and heavy crossbows and crossbow bolts. Musharib
Well, no
says,
plate armor.
listen, yeah, no full plate. Listen, I didn't think that the armor itself would fit any of you, but you're welcome to take a weapon or two if you need it and stock up on crossbow bolts. So if anyone wants a battle axe, great axe, maul, morningstar, war pick, warhammer, or heavy crossbow, you can take one of those. I'll post that list. It's more than enough for everyone to take one if they want.
Yeah, I'll take them all.
As for armor, you were hearing that perhaps they could forge you some armor, or at least modify some other armor. But he doesn't mention anything about that at the moment. Alright, take what
Did
you
you
want.
say there was also a crossbow? Or
Yeah.
only bolts?
Heavy crossbow and about 200 crossbow bolts. 4 suits of dwarven half-plate armor. All of dwarven
Nothing
design.
I want.
This way.
Well,
Come.
bolts, of course.
Are the weapons? Do they look different? Are they particularly interesting?
They're sturdy. They're very well made dwarven weapons. They're pretty heavy. They're all of dwarven design. As far as weapon goes, they're pretty much at the peak of what a weapon could be. Musharib leads you guys down the bridge to those suits of armor at the treasury. Suits of dwarven half-plate standing on either side of this adamantine banded door. And Musharib scoffs when he sees the armor, because they're scarred by weapons, scorched by fire, smeared with filth. Yeah, those filthy fire newts, what have they done here? These suits of armor were some of our finest work, and they've wiped their shit on him. It makes me blood boil. If you'll excuse me, I'd like to ask you all to just wait in the guard room while I unlock the door. It's a dwarven secret.
Oh, guard room's over there.
Alright, you guys wait in the guard room. You hear 2 locks click. Alright, you can come out. It's unlocked. And he says, you're welcome to come in. As you head into this room, it's a treasure vault. It's filled full of chests, shelves full of items. There's a stockpile of wealth here. One of the shelves are crammed full of iron ingots, another adamantine ingots, all neatly sorted, stacked, and crated shelf. Then resting atop one crate is a chest an adamantine chest. Mushroob looks around, checks everything.
Ah, as I suspected, they weren't able to get in. I know it's not much as a way of reward, but you can take some ingots if you want. I know adamantine.
And there are literally thousands of them here. All the shelves are made of iron, they're all stacked up neatly. You really, like the walls are lined with lead. You really feel like you've stood into a dwarven treasury here. He's offering you a pick of what dwarves would think is the finest treasure they could have. Metal to be smith.
Does he say it's adamantine?
Yeah, these ones are iron and these ones are adamantine. Take as much as you want.
Each one weighs
I
10
him
pounds.
Okay.
Sorry.
I still ask him how much is enough for full plate armor.
Ah. It will take about 20 ingots for full plate. I'd be happy to smith the armor for you, but it would take many days.
So, yeah, the iron ingots weigh 10 pounds, the adamantine ingots weigh 1 pound.
1 and 20, so 20 pounds. I'll take 20 to trade for armor later, maybe.
Okay, you take 20 adamantine ingots. Add them to your
Put them in a
inventory.
bag. Yeah.
When you've finished taking those ingots, Mushroob smiles and says,
Ah, you're not a greedy bunch. I appreciate that.
he then opens this adamantine chest. Oh, what was that?
I was just going to say something in character. We didn't really do this for reward. People in need.
I'm truly touched by that notion.
I just don't like metal.
You'll not say those words in here. Blasphemy!
He opens
Excuse my small friend.
I can excuse any crime you've committed, even in such blasphemous words said in such a holy place.
So he finally opens up this adamantine chest. And inside is a gauntlet, fit for a dwarf, made of gold. Mushroob checks on it, and he says a few prayers to Moradin. And then he closes the chest again.
Oh, I can rest easy now, knowing that Moradin's gauntlet is safe. Thank you.
Purely out of curiosity, what does it do? Is it simply an amazing piece of craftsmanship?
They say that the gauntlet was forged by Moradin himself
and given to the first of our kind. It holds a special place in the heart of dwarvenkind, and so it shall remain in this treasury for generations to come, protected by our kind.
Mushroob, we're glad we could have helped you. Do you know the fastest way to the surface? There's a lot of places to go.
Well, we're not leaving yet. I'm making
not?
myself some adamantite half plate.
We need to leave.
No. We've gone on detour after detour for you.
For me?
For you.
What detour have we gone on for me?
I'll bring out the world map. See
Okay.
these big lines going away from our objective? Yeah, guess whose suggestion each one of those was on.
First of all, most of the people who suggested those are dead. And second of all, I'm not entirely sure you were there when the detours happened.
Look, I know you were right. These were your fault.
Lies.
I even brought my own. I've
This is
carried
what happens when
these
you don't have a
bars.
leader.
Regardless of how much, what detours we have and haven't done, we have 19 days to save Cinder's life. Would you rather have a rare magic item or a suit of half plate?
No. I can forge a functional suit of armor. It will take me 3 days.
And can we bring that time frame down if I help you?
That's just...
I do have some experience with smithing.
Oh, aye. But, with all due respect, I'm not sure I'm ready to have inferior craftsmanship brung into this forge.
Whoa, do you not see Metaru Soniku standing beside me? Is this not a masterwork?
It's made of whirring gears and ticking and talking. My armor is going to be solid and sturdy, strong enough to prevent an axe from sundering your skull, or perhaps some chain to prevent a dagger being plunged into your belly. But I'd be happy to have you on as my apprentice because of everything you've done for me.
I would be honored to learn under a Dwarven Master Smith.
Alright then. We could get it done in 2 days for a suit of functional metal armor. And we could probably even bang out a shield in that time too.
What? Out of character, what would an adamantite shield do?
Adamantine is the strongest metal known in existence. But other than that, from being extraordinarily sturdy, nothing more than a regular shield. The adamantine armor magic item, on the other hand, is different. That actually is bestowed with magic. Which
Is it magic? I thought it was just negated crits.
adamantine
I didn't know it was a
armor?
magic item.
No, it's reinforced with adamantine. It's a magic item, yeah. It's an actual magic item. So yeah, adamantine weapons, they are used to break through things. Very effective to break objects.
I've always wanted to make an adamantite battering ram. just absolutely wreck any object it encounters.
Quad damage.
Like, if he forges you this armor out of adamantine, it won't be the magic item adamantine armor. That takes even longer. Someone would have to bestow it with magic, and it would take like a week to do that. Take 5 days. Work week. So, anyway, if that's what you guys want, Mushrib's offering to forge armor for you guys.
I don't think we have the time.
I mean, I still want half plate, even if it's not magical.
He could refit one of those suits of half plate in 1 day. If Millhouse helps him, he could probably do 2 suits in 1 day.
Does somebody else need half plate?
Don't like that metal. Fine with what nature gives us.
I think I could use it, maybe. I'm now just wearing chainmail. I think I have proficiency with heavy armor. Half plate is heavy armor?
Medium.
Medium.
It used to be heavy, and in 5th edition it got lighter somehow. Being medium.
Depending on your dex mod, I think half plate might be better for you than chainmail.
Yeah, it's 15 plus dex, half plate.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. What's your dex there, Garrick?
Oh, sorry, you're asking Gary.
My dex is -1, so that's not good.
You should probably stick with heavy.
Yeah.
Alright, listen, Millhouse. If you make this as quick as possible for your half plate, and it takes a day or less, that's fine. But we don't have any more time than that to spare.
I honestly don't want to hear that argument from you. But if we're only resizing one
day
piece,
is a major inconvenience for Orion.
It is. I think Orion and Millhouse just don't like each other anyway.
Alright, Musharib ushers you back out of this place so we can lock it up anyway.
Yes, sir.
And then when you exit, he brings you over to where the work happens, to the smelter and the forge.
Seb, I've managed to escape. I'm not sure how it's happened, but thank you.
Alright, so Musharib says he'll forge you whatever you want.
You know, looking at Orion, I'll ask Musharib. So I notice you have a lot of silver in that pool. What kind of process would it be to imbue my weapon with silver?
Yeah. Oh, you could dip your weapon in the silver and silver it. It would take a few hours of work to hammer the metal sharp again. But
Yay, Yellowback.
Okay.
You're welcome to silver your weapon.
Could it easily be applied to a magical weapon?
I don't think that would disrupt it in any way. So, what work will we be setting out for ourselves before you decide to head on? So
I thank you very much for your offer, but I keep my chainmail. Thanks, so.
Did anyone want? So no one wants half plate. He can make the full plate. It will take you 2 days.
Oh.
You're on day 71.
Plate, but then 2 days is a lot of time.
So the options are 1 day for 2 suits of half plate, 2 days for 1 suit of plate.
Yeah, and a shield if you want to.
Gotcha.
Plus either way, you'll be able to also get weapons silvered.
Right, I'm getting my weapon silvered in the half plate then.
Okay. Oh, is Yazo back?
Yeah,
He is.
he back.
Alright.
I gotta be quiet though, so.
Alright, so definitely spending 1 day here then. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
I asked him about the crown.
Okay. He's heard a rumor about that. Alright, we're gonna just skip forward 1 day. And that's the noise it makes
Yeah,
when you skip forward.
while the day goes, I check on I couldn't call him Jeff. What did I call him? Stan the dinosaur.
Yeah, he's just still roaming around outside. He's like eating foliage, and you can bring him enough water as well to survive. And Nim can use his spells to provide everyone with enough water too.
Everyone has water.
Alright, so yeah, you guys don't really need to do anything unless you wanted to prepare new spells. But a day's gone by, and Musharib has produced a set of half plate made from adamantine.
Millhouse helped.
He actually just had you like sweeping the floor and stuff.
I ask him if he can make a full plate for me, and I will pick it up later.
Of course. I'll take your measurements, and I'll make the finest suit of armor that you've ever had. When you walk down the streets wearing this armor, commoners and nobles alike will stop and tip their heads to witness the glory. Dwarves will be wrung to tears, and bards will sing about the gleam that sparkles in their eyes upon witnessing it for centuries to come. I promise you. During this day, Malkar is feeling good enough to walk now, and Hugh is everyone moves back.
If we are a day there, I use cure wounds on him.
He's good. It wasn't like he's missing hit points. It's exhaustion is basically what he has mechanically. Goes away every time he takes a long rest. He had 4 points, so he couldn't even walk, and now he's got just 3. He's still a bit rough, but he's got something to tell you guys as well. But firstly,
just lay on hands and remove exhaustion.
No, it's actually only greater restoration, 5th level spell. It's pretty serious exhaustion, or a long rest. He'll be fine though, and he thanks you for the offer and the gesture. Says you're very kind. All right, this black opal crown. Musharib recalls something about it. Black opal crown. I've heard about it. This is an ancient artifact. It was once worn by the Archmage Sadamor of Netherall. I've heard legends of it. They speak how Sadamor saw the depths of humanity's evil reflected in the opal of his crown. Heartbroken, he created a doomsday device, a sphere of annihilation, to swallow the world, but he was consumed by his own creation. And they say that his temple lies somewhere in Chult. Somewhere where great treasures gather, as nobles and royalty seek out fancy accoutrements to adorn their brow. So when he mentions Cholton royalty, that may spark a bit of a clue for Millhouse and for Ryan. Who do you guys know that are Cholton royalty?
That's your lover, right? Ryan?
Yeah, that's my fiance. Or maybe the crap. There was the Yuan Ti ruler ever royalty?
No, he was a god. He was a paladin, but he wasn't royalty. But yeah.
So
you're
Mwaxnere.
Yeah, Mwaxnere. She was looking for this fabled treasure as well. It's not the black opal crown though. It's the skull chalice of Shigare. And she said that yeah, this was like a skull of a long dead Omoan king. So served as a symbol of office for the royal line of Amu. So these Cholton royals, they seem to, gather these fabled treasures. So basically, if you put 2 and 2 together, you feel like perhaps it's in Omu, where the Loxenary royal lineage is from.
We'll share this with the party and everything. This
is not actually the only 2 fabled treasures you've heard about now as well. The Company of the Yellow Banner, the douchebags that want to beat you guys to finding the source of the death curse. They said they're looking for the Eye of Zoltak, a fist-sized ruby. They spoke about this Eye of Zoltak, and they imagined if they could find it, they'll be rich beyond their wildest dreams. So Princess Maloxinari wants the skull chalice of Shigere. The Yellow Banner are looking for the Eye of Zoltak, and Garrick's looking for this black opal crown. And all of them seem to be pointing towards Omu.
I made a bet with the Yellow Banner. If we save Syndra before they do, they owe us a magic item.
Indeed.
And if they save before us, what do we owe them?
The same, but we'll probably be dead, so...
So, for those of you that are not sure what Omu is, I'll just go to the map. This is supposed to be where the death curse is originating. Omu. The party had convened with this guardian Naga, a sage, that said that Razni, this fallen paladin, has been foretold in visions to bring about the end of the world, and that he lies in Omu, and he is most likely the perpetrator that has started the death curse. So that's where everyone's trying to get to, Omu. It's supposed to be on this island, this volcanic island. So before that, before you move on to wherever you're going next, Malakar also has a development for you guys.
I'm a little rough, but thank you for saving me. These wounds, they will heal. And the fracture on my mind, they'll also be repaired. These scars will remind me of the treachery of the Fire Newts for centuries to come. And they'll also remind me of the brave acts that you all have committed here today. Thank you for reclaiming our ancestral forge. You come about a good solution, killing them all. I see you've got your reward.
And he looks at that suit of adamantine half-plate.
Now, I must ask you, which way are you heading from here?
And that's when you guys can look at the map and make your next plan of action.
I think we discussed earlier heading over to the heart of Oteo. Right here.
Heart of Oteo? Oh, so you're heading eastward?
Yeah.
Perhaps you'll come across that crashed flying boat. It came from some far-off land, I think. You should get straight to it if you're heading there.
That seems a little out of our way.
What?
Nah. I know you're up for it already.
No. You've got this wrong. I'm not sure where you're getting that from. Oh no. It's about 30 miles east of Ataz. Kawasaki.
However you pronounce that, the albino dwarf says.
No, that crashed ship. It should be right about here, lest me dwarven eyes deceive me.
that would be convenient. We saw it from when we were on Mbala. We had a very good view. I'm pretty sure it's here. But if you say different, then it'd be worth stepping by.
Mbala. You're 120 miles away. Are you sure you had a good view?
No.
Now, you're not one of them flat earthers, are you? Did you account for the curvature of the world?
See, totally forgot that. That makes a lot of sense.
Exactly, so there you go.
What now?
I'm not sure.
So why do we want to go there?
The world is round? It's not flat?
Yeah, I don't have a clue what they're saying.
I mean, maybe it is flat. This world.
Flat can also be round, right?
Toril is round.
What's the lore? What's the lore?
Toril is round.
I mean,
Alright, yeah. He says that he saw a crashed flying boat and says, I'm not sure if there'll be any survivors, but I can imagine such a fancy flying boat like that, you may be able to scrounge a few supplies from if you're heading that way anyway.
it flies? That
Well,
would be convenient.
not anymore. She came down and crashed into the tree line. Saw it with me own eye.
Oh,
It was a while ago.
Maybe it still flies.
That really happens to me when I fly.
Perhaps you could get her to fly again. That would make your journey a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, we can take a look when
Indeed.
we're there. We
Yeah.
can go to Ataz Yilquazi in a couple of days. We go to wreck of the flying ship. Then we go to Heart of Abteo. We convince the evil wizards to teleport us, and we can travel vast distance to this island very quickly.
Is it a two-way trip?
Well, hopefully the Soulmonger's there, and we can stop the Soulmonger and the Fallen Paladin, so it won't matter if it's a two-way trip.
Just get a giant whale back home.
well, if we find this flying boat, we could take that, right? That won't work for a two-way trip.
Depending on your knowledge of fixing wrecked flying boats, if that would
Well-
work, that'd be amazing. We could just go straight there.
But
But
this
Millhouse
guy
is a bit-
makes stuff, right? And I point to Millhouse.
Yeah, I can fix it.
Well, as much faith as I
Uh.
have in Millhouse, let's go there and see what's up, and it'll be a good backup plan.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so if you guys are done here in Herakmar,
Mr. Dwarf, is that a ravine or just a dale?
that the Gorge of Blades, he says, and you point to Ataz Kawazi. What? Oh,
Go
that's the
blades.
gateway to the Valley of Lost Honor. It's a bit of a drop. I would suggest going around it unless you're looking to do some mountain climbing. And from what I've heard, it's also the favored hunting ground, that dragon.
We're always climbing, aren't we?
We're basically falling, but
I'm not sure if you've had any luck with climbing or not so far.
Not so much.
Alright, so you guys are in Herakmar. It's probably like, this is like when you guys are about to depart. Musharib says, as I've promised, I'll be your guide in Chult. And I'll follow you wherever you command of me. If you wish for me to continue joining you on your adventure, all you need to do is say so, and I'll be happy to join you going forward. Malkar here.
he'll get things back up and running. And he'll start to put out word to the animals and the spirits. And they'll spread it to our brothers so we may return. And albino dwarves are actually very in touch with nature. They have special abilities to speak to animals and twingers and things like that. Forest sprites.
He's not doing very good.
So, what do you guys say about Musharib joining you guys?
We'd be glad to have you. Been a good guide so far.
And
Absolutely.
he has local knowledge.
And Hugh, what do you plan on doing?
Ha! I'm much in the same boat. I'm indebted to you. If you would have me, I'd be happy to join you. And if you're sick of me, well, I'll probably just stalk you anyway.
Probably.
You've saved our lives more than once. Please, we'd be lucky to have you both.
Something
Yes,
about that
we-
mill house that he really intrigues me.
Yeah, he was like chopping heads off like a barbarian.
Maybe that's what it was. The head chopping off.
Sometime during the day, could I have made a grave for Lunchbox?
Yeah.
I could dig one up in wolf form if you wanted.
Thank you. It's a sad occasion.
You make a grave for him and bury him next to those kobolds that you viciously ate
Sure.
while they were still alive. Alright, so you guys, Malkar's gonna put out the word that Harakma has been reclaimed and Musharib and Hugh are gonna join the party.
Woohoo!
Are you guys ready to leave Harakma?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Alright, for completing that quest as well, you guys get an additional 250 experience. And then an extra 25 as well, which is a 10%. So 275.
Just a round up to 300.
Alright, let's take a look at our party composition and we'll go over to the map. So, you're on day 72. And this is a lead expedition. If you guys want Musharib and Hugh to jump in the lead expedition, basically, they will be a part of any encounters that you guys have while you're traveling overland. If not, they will act as scouts, either tailing you guys or they'll be ahead of you guys. They won't be a part of any encounters. Oh yeah, no more goat as well. That's so sad.
Wow.
So, yeah, Dragon Bait is still missing, and you're not sure if Artis Simba is even still alive. You're also missing Ragnar as well, the talking head.
I thought he was going to introduce next party.
We gave him to Dragon Bait last time we saw him, right?
Yeah.
Indeed. Alright, so, do you guys want Musharib or Hugh to join in for the lead expedition?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Hugh.
Yeah,
Guide
well,
us, Hugh.
He's been flawless so far.
Alright, when you get outside, you see Garrett got this massive dinosaur just waiting. Wait, what's
Well, guys, meet Stan.
Can I ride on Stan?
I have to actually organize the.
I go over and give him a
I
good
got pushed
neck
off.
rub.
There's not enough room for the dinosaur. Everyone's gonna move. There we go. Alright. So, you guys travel with a large party. You leave Harakma. When you head outside, it's sunny and clear. You feel the intense heat. It's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit or over 40 degrees Celsius. And the humidity is very intense here. It's very, very hot. If you're traveling in medium or heavy armor, you need a lot
At least
more
it's
water.
not as hot as inside.
I put my heavy armor on Stan.
If you take off your armor, it reduces the amount of water that you need every day.
Does
Just
that also
to-
count For my chainmail? Oh yeah, that's heavy armor too, right?
Yeah.
I'll take it off then.
If it's if you got mithril, then you don't have to worry about that. Okay, you guys head off. Now you need to navigate. One of these hexes is 10 miles, and you can go 1 hex per day. If you're going at a fast pace, you'll maybe go 2. And if you go slow, you might not make any progress. So, who is going to lead is the question.
You.
I have a couple questions.
Yes,
Can
he
we-
was the one leading.
Well, of course, that's given. I think, can we keep the Valley of the Lost Honor on like our right and use it as a, like the way we've been using mountains?
The
Help us navigate.
if you're traveling through the Valley of the Lost Honor, then it's not as dense jungle. But if you're not in one of those hexes, then it won't work like that. Because the hex is 10 square miles. That is a very large space, and you can only see a few hundred feet through the camp, like through the dense jungle. Even in a clearing, you can see for a couple of miles.
And
Horizon.
Nim, did you say something about helping us travel faster? Is that you?
I did
No,
not.
that was Solrak.
No.
Solid.
Finally, you get to use that ability, but Solrak's not here.
Well,
That's why you can't catch up with him. He's like just really quickly ran away.
Which gets help before us.
My dinosaur, can he make a path just by walking?
He can, but it's not really the density of the jungle that's. I mean, it's because it's difficult terrain everywhere. You make a path, but still, I mean, everyone has to still move through the thick jungle, and it's not just a straight line either. There may be other hazards. It could be some cliffs. There could be some small gorges. So you're still only going to be able to go 10 miles a day.
all right, Hugh, lead the way.
The dinosaur also needs to stop for rest and whatnot. Alright, I'll just put up this party composition like in the corner of this map as well.
I should have called him Duracell.
Alright, he needs to stop and eat and drink water. And then yeah, whoever is leading will be doing the navigating as well. It's very easy to get lost in this jungle because everything looks the same. Even if you have a good sense of direction, there may be obstacles that cause you to have to trail around. Anyway, so who's leading? Alright, he's going to start navigating. He says, alright then, which pace shall we be setting today? Normal, slow, or fast?
Whatever you think is right, sir.
No, I really don't think we can afford to get lost, so we should probably never do fast
Yeah,
from this point.
let's do normal.
Okay, you guys opt for a normal travel pace, and he says, which way do you want me to go, or are you happy to let me make the decisions?
Let's.
He knows the land.
You are the leader, sir. You make the choice.
So we want to try to get towards the gorge and use it as a kind of marker, do we?
It's
Or
thick,
do we-
I don't know.
thick jungle here.
Do we know if the gorge is impassable? Do we have to like go fully around it?
If we want to keep the dinosaur, we have to go around it.
We could get down there. It'll be a bit of a climb, but you heard what Malkar said. It's a hunting ground for that dragon.
Yeah.
We may get a visit from her.
We got a druid, haven't we?
You do have a druid.
It looks like this will be the where we have to go.
I'd like to hit the.
The gorge. You can go through this sphere. The gorge kind of just ends in this hex here. So,
Yeah, just through that one then.
That's a great path. Yeah.
all right, Hugh's gonna navigate. He's gonna go southeast.
That's 100 miles.
Alright. Who's going to navigate? Normal pace. And you guys make good progress for the day. I'm going to check encounters. You travel through the morning. It's sunny, it's dry. And keep pressing on through the humidity and dense jungle, carving your path as you travel through the dense jungle. Who leads the way, hacking through vines and creepers and stalks and navigating through the dense jungle. It's midday. You guys stop for lunch. You water yourselves and your animals, and you take a quick break and you keep on moving. And night falls. You guys start to lose sunlight, and you'll be looking at setting up camp soon. As you move through the jungle at night, suddenly a wild boar starts to just dart
Yummy.
through the jungle. And there's a few ruins around here and whatnot. It looks like perhaps there was once a city around this area, but from a very long time ago.
As soon as he darts, my skin starts to gray out and look kind of like rock.
So, Hugh says, it could be good eating.
Yeah, good call.
Yes, sir.
I'll shoot it.
I also take out my crossbow and try to shoot it.
Alright, we'll go over to a map. There's a few ruins
I'm gonna-
around here, so...
I'm gonna look at the Druid.
a ruin map. Alright, it's just a boar. As you guys are ready to try and hunt that boar and get it for some food, a few dinosaurs, they explode out of the bushes, chasing it down. Deinonychuses, a pack of them. Right, the boar was headed from the west, and those Deinonychuses are coming after it as well. There's 6 of them. Tiny little raptor-like creatures that hunt in packs. They're quite
2 weeks.
closely packed together.
I hope Turig is still alive somewhere.
This boar is going to get absolutely destroyed. Look how many of the party having the party is. Alright, so yeah. Just it's nighttime as well, actually, so I should turn off the lights, and I'll just check everyone's light sources. Who doesn't see in the dark? Torin,
Yeah.
I think all humans are dead, aren't
do
they?
you want like a light? Do you have like a light cantrip or something, or a torch?
I have a tinderbox.
If he doesn't needed one earlier, since we already were walking,
Oh yeah, I
I
have
would
a
have
torch.
I would have cast light on his shield or weapon or something.
Okay,
Like that.
alright, you give him light on his shield. He would have needed that to navigate earlier.
Thank you.
Hugh actually would also have a lantern, although he is a dwarf that relies on dark vision. You can't beat proper light sources to navigate.
Can I give Turing my miner's hat? Because it's got a light on it, so.
Alright,
It
what,
might,
Turig?
it might be better than... yeah, it might be better than what he's got.
Turig has got... Did you
Oh.
Not Turing, Torin.
Sorry.
You made me sad.
There you go, you're on your dinosaur. And Yazo, did you want to be on the dino?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Millhouse, you're up first.
Just a dino.
You can have
Do I command the dino?
you can have it obey your commands, or you can have it act independently. If it acts independently, it goes on its own initiative count. If you control it, it goes on yours. Your choice.
It's easy if you go on yours, but then you haven't got to do admin all the time.
If you control it, it can only take 3 actions. Dodge, dash, or disengage. So what do you want to...
What did you say it could do?
Dash, dodge, or disengage?
The 3Ds of D&D.
So
Okay.
you can choose to let it act independently or control it. What would you like to do?
I choose to let it act independently for the first round at least.
Okay, if that's the case, then I'll control it basically on its turn. Alright?
Hmm.
And there, yeah, you've got control of its character sheet if you need it now too. Alright, anyway.
It's kind of a surprise anyway, so...
A few little
I got the
dinosaurs.
fun of it.
Not really much of a threat. Millhouse, you're up.
Alright, Millhouse walks over here and well, we're probably going to be fighting these things anyway, so I'm going to go against the boar first. Going to get some goodies.
That hits, and it lets out a loud
Barbecue.
squeal. The firebolt slams into its side. It's badly scorched, but it still keeps on trotting away. Trying to escape.
Medium rare.
It's still alive. It's not yet cooked.
And it goes, oh, I'm going to have it open for once.
Alright, Mataru Soniku flies over and just explodes into the boar and rips it apart. It hits the ground dead. These Deinonychuses, they're about to pounce on this thing, and they start to yip a little bit and jump up and down, and they turn their attention towards you guys.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to just B-shape this crap because I'm going to protect that stuff, and I'm going to go into the form of a giant constrictor snake.
Alrighty, giant constrictor snake. Bam.
Yeah!
Big boy.
I is huge.
Yeah, it is massive.
Literally
Who did
size
you
huge.
cover?
I'm going to cover with my body over the boar, so it's protected, so that way y'all can take out the dinosaurs and we don't lose that much meat at least. So that's what I'm going to do.
Or
I'm going
Millhouse?
to cover the boar with my body so the little dinosaurs can't get to it. And then I will take the dodge action as my main action.
Okay. Alright, the Deinonychus, these pack hunting raptors, they jump on Nim. All of them.
Yep.
They leap through the air, attach onto you with their mouths, trying to bite and claw you. They all move over. Alright, this first one, it'll I could have sworn these creatures have pack tactics. They don't. Alright, they pounce though. So one of them pounces on you and tries to claw you. And it hits you for 8 slashing
18
damage.
hits, yeah.
And you need to make a strength saving throw. Alright, it's trying to like basically pin you to the ground prone, try and make you prone somehow. You succeed. So it tries to claw you again. It hits you for another 6 slashing damage. It tries to bite you, and it bites you for another 3. This next one does the same thing. It pounces on you, claws at you, and it misses. It tries to bite you. It bites you for 6 damage, and it tries to rip a claw into you, and it claws you for another 6. This one pounces on you. It misses with its claw. It tumbles around, it jumps on you, it tries to bite you, it tries to claw you, and those attacks all miss. The next one jumps on you. It flies through the air, it misses, it tumbles around. You're slithering all over the ground. It tries to chomp into you, misses you with a bite as you dodge out of the way. It rips a claw towards you. That misses. This next one just flies out of nowhere and it lands on the ground, scraping its claw only into the floor. Tries to bite you. It chomps onto your snaky body for 8 piercing. As it's got its mouth attached to you, a claw comes in, but you flick your tail and knock it off to the side. And then another one this one like literally just like jumps off of a tree onto you, pounces on you, tries to claw at you. It misses with its claw. It misses with its bite, and you knock it to the side with your tail again. And that's the end of the Deinonychuses. There you go. Pack hunting creatures. Alright. The Ankylosaurus is it is a trained beast, and they're plant eaters, so it has no interest in trying to eat these Deinonychuses. However, it does defend itself against predators like these Deinonychuses. Like, this thing is so big, it weighs like 6 tons. It smashes its spiked claws onto the ground with every footstep it takes, covered in these thick armor platings. It has this massive spiked tail, and it just swings it towards the Deinonychus. It hits it for 18 bludgeoning damage. He almost crushes the little dino instantly. And the dino jumps to the side without getting knocked prone. Hugh runs in. Gah! Get off me, meat! Protect the meat at all costs! He says. And he recklessly attacks the Deinonychus with his battle axe. One-handed, of course. He slashes into the little dino. Well, the boar is dead. Musharib. He moves forward. Heh. It's been a while since we fought together, brother. He casts Hunter's Mark on the Deinonychus, using a bonus action. And he's gonna swing a hand axe at it. And he crits it. 19 damage. He splits the hand axe straight into his neck. It's dead. Torin.
Okay, so I will use my bonus action to cast a Shield of Faith on myself. Because I'm not wearing any other armor. And then I'll use my action to use my Channel Divinity and create a sacred weapon. I think it's one of my weapons. I imbue it with positive energy. So that's my longsword, and I'll use all my movement to get as close as I can to the beasts, which will be 6 squares, right? So it would be well, he was in the way. Can I move up there?
Yeah, that sunken ruin of a platform is only a couple of feet tall.
Okay. Then I'll move there.
And does your weapon like a +1 longsword? Does it have a +1?
It has. I can add my charisma modifier onto hit roll. It also emits bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light 20 foot beyond that. So I see more. It becomes magical, and that's it. So it doesn't do any extra damage.
Yeah, but it's a lot more accurate.
Yeah.
Okay. Like the sword.
But that ends my turn because I don't have anything else left.
Yazo.
I'm off the dinosaur.
It costs you half your movement speed to get off.
Okay. Then I'll dash. And then I'll do a colour spray.
Alright, it's a 15-foot cone. So, how are you configuring that?
Just in the middle, I guess. However.
You need to actually pick a configuration
Okay.
there. I'll just use a Burning Hand template because it's the same thing. But yeah, you could do it like that to hit those
Yeah.
4.
I think that's the one. That's the one, isn't it?
Up to you.
Yeah, I like that one.
Alright, roll 60-10. That does also hit your snake friend.
It's all good. Hopefully I'm at the highest.
Alright. You know what? It does not affect any of them. They're all too healthy. All these flashing colors spray over them, but none of them are affected.
Oh, there it is.
Alright.
All right, I'll swap out my bow, my brand new maul, and I run into melee and rage on my way. And I'll grow my super immersive werewolf tail. So my first attack, recklessly with my maul against this buddy.
That's a hit. You come in swinging and then you hear a loud crack and the Deinonychus goes flying.
And then with my tail, which has reach, I will hit this one.
And you spin the tail around like a whip and lash the Deinonychus on the side. It's bloodied. I hit it pretty bad. Garrick.
Well, I pray to the gods I don't quite believe in anymore. And I quicken a bless. I bless myself, Orion, and Yasu.
I just hit that spell there and it'll give you the concentration. That's it. That yellow dot signifies concentration.
And I have to take sorcery points. Then I jump down. That's 15, right?
20, because you still have to move 1 square.
Okay, so I go there. And hit that dino with a green flame blade.
Hit.
Without the D4.
Alright, you slash into it.
The
Nine
first
damage.
takes 5 slashing damage and 2 fire. 7 slashing damage and 2 fire. And the second one takes 8 fire.
Which one did you want the fire to leap onto? This guy. Alright. This green fire just licks over onto the other dinosaur and scorches it. The one that you hit is almost dead. That other one gets a little bit injured.
And that's me.
Millhouse.
All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Bit of a walk. I don't think I can even get to any of them.
You get to this one. Well, they could attack. I get into melee reach with either of those ones.
Alright. I assume those rocks were difficult terrain. Alright. Then I'll attack that one.
Even with a difficult terrain, it doesn't stack, so going through who is difficult terrain. That hits. You slash into it, embed the axe across the Deinonychus side. It's almost dead. Another good hit like that, and you'll finish it. You slash at it. You catch it along its tail. The Deinonychus still lives.
Let's see, 10, 20, 30.
You've got 5 feet left. Oh, you're looking for the Sonicaru. Metaru Sonico.
Goes a long way. Metal Sonicu. He does it. He gets it.
Just spins over and just cuts straight through the Deinonychus. It explodes. Claws, feathers, bits of skin, its head, its tail just go flying out in every different direction from the force damage. Right, Nim.
Alright, I'm gonna bite at this one on the bottom left of me. That's crap.
A mess. As you're trying to snap your maw at it, people are running around, you're sliding everywhere, and the dino managed to get out of range.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to use my combat wild shape ability to spell slot and gain points back. So I'm going to use a level 3 spell slot to get 3d8 back.
You guys see these claw marks all over the snake's body, just
wow.
kind of heal up. You should have made a fancy macro for it.
Nah, it's just a quick one. That'll be my turn.
Alright, these dinos, of which there are only 3 left, they keep on just ripping into Nim. They don't pounce this time. This guy, he claws you for 7 damage. He misses with his second claw, and he tries to bite into you, and as you're leaping for that one trying to bite it, it bites you straight on the face for 11 piercing. And this one claws at you as well, and it hits you for 9 damage. It claws at you again. Metal Sonic comes in to try and deflect an attack, but it ends up knocking the dino into you, Nim. So you take 2 damage as the snake, and then you revert.
Yep.
And when you revert, you can choose to revert down in any one of those 9 squares that you're in. You take 3 damage as Nim left over.
Nim, this minus 3. The one I'm at is... Nah, I'll be down here. That'll be fine.
Alright, you shrink down. The dino gets a little bit confused and then just turns its head and sees you there, Nim, and tries to bite you. It leaps on you and that bites you. Hits you for 5 damage. And this dino is actually just going to retort at Garrick. It jumps on him and claws.
That's a miss.
It tries to claw you again. And then it tries to bite you. And you just push it back with your shield or whatever you have. You just keep it out.
Yeah, I let him gnaw on my arm.
Oh yeah, you've got stone. Your body is made of stone, so it's not getting through your flesh, basically. It doesn't like the taste of that either. This dinosaur, it sees this one gnawing on your arm, Jarek, and during your time in the jungle, you've bonded with this thing, and it doesn't like that. It's the only one that gets a gnaw on your arm. And it just flattens the Deinonychus with its spiked tail.
I kind of try to jump out of the way of the tail.
Hugh runs in screaming. He always screams for some reason. Ah! Recklessly attacks, crits, and he
That's right.
almost kills that Deinonychus with a single hit. Just embedding that battle axe firmly into it. Mushrib skirts around this Ankylosaurus. He transfers his hunter's mark, and side by side with Hugh, he tries to attack that one as well, and he misses. Torin.
So I will move around to this one, and then I'll hit it with my sacred weapon.
Hit. 13 damage. You slash into it. The Deinonychus is almost dead.
Can I do my Divine Smite on it and use a spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target?
Sure. Alright, you smite it, and a line of radiant energy cuts across the Deinonychus, and it hits the ground dead.
That's how you do it.
And you still got another attack.
Oh, right. Oh, there's another one. It's not
Yeah,
dead yet.
there's one left.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can move over one more square, and I'll hit that other one with my sacred weapon again.
Hit. And you slash into it for 7 damage. Did you want to smite? Again?
Yeah, let's try to be fancy today.
Okay. It is almost the end of the day, so you finish it off. You just sear it in two like a lightsaber. And now there's lots of food. He also pokes his head up from underneath the Deinonychus. Underneath the ankle.
Yeah, so
I go over to Stan and rub his chin.
He purrs.
Good boy.
Like a 6-ton
Yeah,
cat.
get him off of me.
Purrs like a 6-ton
Ugh.
cat.
Lie on that guy.
roll over.
It's a shame it's a plant eater, right?
Roll over. If he rolls over, everyone dies. Alright, so when you do have more party members, they do also eat into your experience. Each one of them contribute to the fight, so the experience is divided amongst 9 of you rather than 6. Keep that in mind.
So who don't we need then?
Now he tells us after we take these 2 dwarfs up in our group.
148 experience.
Ha, I beat you now.
Look at us.
Alright, you guys look around. There's a heap of dead Deinonychus and a boar. And Hugh, who's been scouting, he just kind of wipes the blood off his axe and he starts looking around and says, looks like there was some sort of ruin here. The remnants of a bygone era. I say we make camp here. This looks good.
That sounds good.
Alright, you're in dire need of water as well. You need about 30 gallons or so.
That's easy. I got that.
Don't we still have extra from the day before?
You can only fit so much in your water skins.
Okay.
Other than that, the rain catchers hold 8 gallons, but you're not able to transport that.
I hear water too.
I can hear it.
Sorry. I'm using the bathroom over here.
That is the sound of
Going in
Nims.
the bushes.
That is the sound of Nims create water. Prepare-
Then I will say, go to a doctor. I don't think that's healthy for your bladder.
Alright, the thing is with traveling overland is some days you might have a ton of encounters, and some days you might just have that. And this is one of those days. You guys can all take a long rest because you set up your camp, you do your watches, and there's no encounter during the night. And we're on the next day.
Woohoo!
Day
See, can't we do what they
73.
do with elephants and put like a tent on the back of the dinosaur?
A whole moving caravan.
Okay, so that was a good day of progress. Day 73. Today's weather is extremely warm and humid. There's not a cloud in the sky. You can barely see the sky. When you look up, it's like 100-foot tall rainforest trees. And the canopy of the jungle pretty much blocks out most of the sunlight. A little bit is being filtered through here and there. And when you look out around you, you just see thick, dense jungle. Massive trees, vines, dense brush, and there's no conceivable paths. There may be ditches, there may be some pools of stagnant water, and
It's a bit like England.
thick jungle. So yeah, you can barely see for more than a few hundred feet, and then the density of the jungle just obscures your view beyond that. Alright, it's time to set up, pack up your camp now. You've just got bedrolls that you lay out. You've got insect repellent that you've been applying every day so you don't get bitten by insects during the night. And you didn't have any encounters, so prepare new spells or whatnot, or keep the same ones, and you get your gear ready and you head out for another day of adventuring, continuing to move
What was
towards
the
your goal.
disadvantage? Sorry, what was the disadvantage on you wearing the heavy armor?
You need a lot more water, and on a day like
Right.
this, it's extremely warm and humid. You will, there is a chance that you can suffer extreme heat. If that is the case, you have to make a con save at the end of the day, and medium or heavy armor gives you disadvantage. So if you wear medium or heavy armor today, you'll have to make a con save at disadvantage. If you fail, you have 1 level of exhaustion, and that won't go away until you complete another long rest.
Well, in that case, I will not wear it.
Okay. If you've got a good con, then you're probably not going to get too bothered by it. But if not, or if you just want to be extra cautious, by all means, you can take it off. And if
I don't have that good a con.
If you feel like you're going to go into, like, I don't know, another dungeon like the mine, you can just simply put it back on, and it takes 5 minutes.
I've got a breastplate if you want a breastplate.
It's still medium armor.
Yeah.
I don't think it helps me that much, so I'll just use my spell if necessary to have at least 12 AC.
Have you got a shield?
Alright, I got a shield, yeah. That's right. So it's even more than
Then
12.
you have 14
right?
plus your dex.
Yeah, which is 0.
Okay.
Solid.
Exactly.
If your
But
AC
that will
is
be
below 15, stay in the back line.
Yeah, so I'll stay in the back line as long as I'm not wearing the armor.
Okay.
That's fine.
Alright. Yeah, you're mainly focusing on that, like, kind of navigating, exploring at the moment, so hopefully you don't come across any really, big dinosaurs. Alright. It's Hugh's navigating again. Hugh's time to navigate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing
He
fine.
suggests heading into this hex. This one. Today. By look of the map, it may be undead territory. He does always consult you guys. Thinking of heading up this way so we can skirt around a Tuz Kozaki and avoid
call.
that dragon.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Alright, he's
Yes, sir.
he's gonna maintain a regular pace. Or should we
Yep.
try and get a bit quicker? Days are counting.
Yeah, let's stick to normal for now. I don't want to get lost and end up having to backtrack.
Alright. Alright, you guys travel
Lead the way.
at a normal pace,
Stan is eager.
and as you guys are traveling, Hugh will tell you guys that he's lost.
Fantastic.
But let's see how that journey does go today. During the morning, you guys have an encounter. Some flying snakes. You're just traveling through the jungle. Hugh's navigating. You don't know that you're going to be lost at this stage. And all of a sudden, you hear some slithering sounds above you. You look up and you see vines moving as if they're alive. As you take a closer look, you realize that they're green snakes. And they're flying amongst the jungle canopy. A large group of them. We're talking a dozen of them.
Nim, is it you?
No, I can't fly.
Oh, okay.
And they have wings, and they're not like flying away from you or towards you. Rather, they're flying around, slithering amongst themselves in a circular formation. You guys
Maybe
like, they don't really bother you guys, but you may want to try and catch one, or you may want to just leave them.
They don't bother us. There's no reason to attack them. We have enough food from last night from the dinosaurs. I say we keep going.
Yeah, they look like a regular green tree snake, but with wings.
I'll still keep attack ready in case.
You want to talk to them?
Why?
I don't know. See what's going on.
Maybe they know the quickest way.
Yeah, they're just kind of flying about. They're about 30 feet overhead, and they're just moving around all the different vines amongst some of the lower sections of the canopy. They don't really... They're just congregating here. They're native to Chult, so... Alright, if no one is interested in catching one, then you guys continue moving on.
Yes.
Right, you head on through the day, and day becomes night. And everyone, actually no, not everyone. Nim, roll me a 1d20, please.
Oh boy.
No pressure.
It's all your fault. No.
As you guys are traveling, and you're just losing that last little bit of daylight, Hugh screams, "Gah!" You guys go running to investigate. It's the body of a human. And it's only the top half of him. He's dead.
Are you sure?
You make a medicine check. No, yeah. The
Question is, are you sure?
The upper torso of a male human. He wears
Can we?
chainmail, and that chainmail has been severed into two. There's no...
Can we see what was the reason? Bite or
Yeah.
weapon or?
Make an investigation check.
I know, probably.
May have an idea.
Whoa!
Nice.
He was bitten half by a Tyrannosaurus.
Great.
I remember standing next to Petra, and this happened last time.
It actually happened to one of the party members, sadly. Tucked
Just literally have a half of Petra.
tucked into his garment, his shirt, you find this when you're kind of poking around there. Like he wears, just regular clothes under his armor. You find something. It's a
Does
charter
he
of
have any
exploration.
weapons on him?
There is a longsword nearby. It looked like he had a bag on his back, but the T-Rex seemed to have literally just chomped him in two, ripped him in half, and taken that half off somewhere. Because there's no evidence of his backpack. One of his arms is missing as well. His longsword's on the ground nearby. And the only thing of value is this charter of exploration from the Flaming Fist. It grants you permission to explore Chult according to the Flaming Fist, the mercenary company from Baldur's Gate. It actually has his name on it. He's identified as Lord Onovan IV of the Dales. Well, that's who he used to be. So it came from quite a ways away.
I tell the rest of the group what I found and put it in my pocket too.
I've got this, so I could probably forge it into something.
Yeah, you could change the name on it if you encounter
I've got
the
a forge
Flaming
kit.
Fist. You could put your name on it instead.
I can put my alias's name on it.
Yeah, you could do that. You could put
What is my alias name?
You would need to make.
I've got one in my. I've got one already. Grub Voxel.
With that background, yeah, you could you don't actually need any ability check. You could just change the name basically, make it
Okay.
use the some whiteout.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Ye old whiteout, and change it.
Maybe you should wait until evening for the rest. It's kind of.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it whenever.
Yeah, you can do it when you make camp, which is pretty much now. You guys are busy. Alright, you guys make for camp, and you guys are just sitting around having your dinner. Still got some boar left.
So it's the top half of the body still alive, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
So I could
You don't
disguise
die from
person.
getting bitten in half.
I could disguise person, and I know what he looks like.
I've just made a very Spartan kind of little fire, not even really a proper campfire. Or maybe this one. It may be a proper campfire. This is good. You guys are sitting around that campfire, and all of a sudden, you hear some rustling from the bushes all around you. We'll just use this ruin map again. It's good enough. Alright, you hear some rustling from the bushes all around you. So yeah, you guys are around the campfire. And you're just hearing the sound of some crickets chirping and whatnot. So it's dry, it's hot. You don't even need any, you don't need the heat from the campfire by any means. And all of a sudden you're just sprung upon by a group of dinos again. There
Do we have to pour in the fire?
7 Velociraptor. They are like tiny. They're like the size of a chicken. And they're also pack hunters. There's 7 of them. And
It's nice that dinner comes to us.
we'll just roll initiative again.
Whee!
Oh,
Oh,
Velociraptors
goodness.
are going fast. They screech, and yeah, size of a large turkey. Aggressive predators that hunt in groups to bring down larger prey. They're going to jump on the Ankylosaurus, all of them. They have pack tactics, so they have advantage. They just spring out of nowhere. They've been stalking Stan for quite a while. They leap onto it and they start trying to just take bites out of it. They have advantage on all their attacks from pack tactics. Stan takes 6 slashing damage. You can track its hit points if you like too, Garrick, using its token. Next one, they make 2 attacks each. Stan is crit, and he takes 12 points of piercing damage by this guy. Next one. He's bit for 6, and he's crit for 6. 12 points of damage from this Velociraptor. Next one. Stan is hit for another 3 damage. This guy, he bites Stan. And Stan is crit again for 4 damage. And you can see how quickly like a group of these little ones can take down a massive dinosaur like Stan. And it's another crit. He's hit for 12 points of damage and Stan is looking pretty hurt. Lets out a loud roar.
Oopsie.
Stan explodes. That's it for the Velociraptors. Out of nowhere, they just leap on him and start ripping him apart. Torrin.
Well, I'll just repeat what I did last time because it worked really well. So that's a Shield of Fate on myself, and I will go over here and I'll attack this one first. Oh wait, I have to use an action to, of course, get that sacred weapon ready, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can
That's
just
right.
skip it.
Yeah, then I will not do that, but I'll just attack twice. I think that will work better.
Okay.
So
Hit. You kill the Velociraptor with a single sweep of the longsword, cutting straight through it.
right, then I'll attack the other one. That's next to it over there, and
Hit. And you cut through that other Velociraptor as well, slicing it in two.
and I will move over to the other. Well, wait, maybe not. I'll step back a bit so other people can reach them, and also I will not be the first to be hit.
Okay.
End of turn.
Yazo.
Alright. Pokey dinosaur.
Here you are, just minding your own business,
Oh,
having
missed it.
dinner on top of the Ankylosaurus's back. And you gotta just turn around, try to stab it, but it's a mess. And you can keep on resuming having your dinner on its back. Millhouse.
Alright. Can Millhouse make it over there? Alright. That one first.
Hit, and you kill it. Drop it to the ground with the axe.
Then the one just below me.
Hit, and another dead Velociraptor.
Thank God it wasn't a T-Rex, huh, fellas?
Yep.
Mataru
Just
Sonic
baby one.
explodes a Velociraptor. Feathers and bits of skin go everywhere. Mushroom's picking his teeth with his hand axe, and he's talking to Nim about how much he likes animals. And all of a sudden, these rude Velociraptors come out of nowhere. So he turns around, he marks the Velociraptor. He'll cast that spell, Hunter's Mark, and then he just throws the hand axe, and it hits a Velociraptor for 6 damage, but doesn't kill it. And then Mushroom lets out a sigh. Oh, now I've got to get up and go and get that. And he begrudgingly starts walking over to go get it. Hughes just starts screaming. Ah! And he dashes over
It's a war
towards
cry.
Garrick.
Well, go with Bless for Orion, Nim, and myself. Quickened.
Bless goes on. 1d4 on attack rolls and saving throws.
And then Green Flame Blade.
That hits.
I should have done that on the first fight.
And it's dead. You finish it off before everyone's even had time to actually get up and see what's attacking.
Barbecue, ready to go!
Just a mild annoyance more than anything.
I go over and heal Garrick. Stan. Stan.
Yeah, he got pretty ripped up. If he
Oh,
went another round,
and
they probably would have finished him off.
I will help out and do some lay on hands on the creature as well. For well, let's say 20 points.
He's looking a lot better. Oh, that was a good heal. Alright, that was a little bit of excitement just before bed. And you guys post your watches, stoke the fire, lay out your bedrolls, and look up to just basically the blackness of the jungle canopy. And Hugh hasn't actually mentioned that he doesn't know where you guys are. He's hoping that he'll just be able to find himself on the map the next day. And again, that's it. That was the only real encounter today. Everyone can take a long rest. The jungle trek can be very random. Sometimes there's a lot of encounters that are powerful, and sometimes deadly encounters. Sometimes just a mild annoyance. It's the next morning, and Hugh just says, "Alright, yep, we're gonna keep heading towards that heart. Let's go around that Taz. I'll just take a look at this map, see," and you can tell he's not doing a very good job of concealing the fact that you guys are lost. Everyone can figure that out. Alright, let's head off.
Somebody good with the map?
He's got it.
Okay.
Yep. I just may have taken a slight detour. Let's just let me just get me bearings again. We're fine. We're still in Chult, I hope. And he navigates. Fuck you.
Can I try and help in some way?
It's not really. It's kind of like a one-man job. If multiple people try to navigate, it could become more confusing. Yeah.
I agree. I'll stay aside then.
And he's kind of scratching his head, and
Put your hand on the wheel.
he, he's still traveling through jungle, thick jungle, and another day goes by. We won't worry about encounters today, but another day does tick by on the clock. It's day 74. You're still in the thick jungle, and you will keep navigating. If you ask him to point out where you guys are on the map, he won't be able to tell you.
I will allow you to keep navigating.
Yes, me too. I wouldn't do a better job anyway. I say maybe we should just keep going to the east.
Yeah, that's where we're going. 100%. Alright, another day goes by. He still doesn't know where he is on the map.
This could be so bad if we're like past Harakma. We could be anywhere over here right now.
We'll be here any day. Should we set a bit of a quick pace? I think we're doing good for time. Let's speed this up a bit, shall we? He suggests setting a fast pace now.
Yes, sir.
If we set a slow pace, do you think he might be able to more, let's say, accurately determine our position?
Probably.
Let's go slow.
I think normal's okay.
It's been working out so well so far. You're right.
Well, Hugh hasn't turned us wrong.
Don't
Well,
worry,
he doesn't
don't
know
worry.
where you are.
Just trust me. If we move quicker, we make more distance. I got this.
We might be going.
I got this. Let's
Okay.
keep up the pace. We're doing good. But he's just
Yes,
a
sir.
fast pace. What's wrong with you? Oh my goodness. Another day goes by. And okay. He doesn't know where he is. Still.
All right. That's enough. Mushri, would you mind stepping in here?
Well, dude, who saved your life? Dude.
So did
He saved all our lives.
he
You're
did
gonna-
save our lives, and he is steering us wrong.
You don't know that.
He doesn't know where we are.
Give me
He
one
said
more
so
chance.
himself.
One more day. Come on, please, 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 please. I need this.
None of you know where we are.
One
Right.
more
All
day. I
Look,
promise you.
One more day.
If I
you
cannot
don't-
accurately point out where we are, I'll never guide again.
Sounds good.
Now, let's not do anything drastic here, Hugh.
Alright. Onward, he says. Setting you guys at a fast pace once more.
Yes, sir.
We're down here.
What's wrong with you? And yeah, he still cannot tell you guys where he is on the map. Another day goes by, and we're on day 77 now, and you haven't arrived at your destination.
We're in a forest of trees, correct?
Which
Still?
was the wreck.
Yeah, you're still in the jungle, and it's starting to look a little bit freaky here in the jungle. You're seeing like disgusting stagnant pools of water with bones of dinosaurs. There's an undead stench.
Ugh, this is getting annoying, and I'm gonna transform Wild Shape into a baboon and climb the tallest tree I can see and try to get an overlook of the area we're at.
Who's going to navigate now?
You climb up and to the top of the jungle canopy, and you look out, and in every direction you just see jungle. You see the tops of a jungle as far as the eye can see, about 3 miles off in every direction.
Right.
Right.
It
Oh,
all looks the
okay.
same.
It's been 5 days, and you don't know where we
Yeah.
are. Mushri, could you please step in?
I'll navigate if you want. That's why you've hired me. If someone else wants to have a go as well and try and find us on this map, then by all means, it's your choice.
I will try him out.
All right. How fast would you want me to navigate? You want me to
Normal.
set a normal or a fast or a slow pace? A normal pace,
No.
no problem. I'll try and find us our way forward.
Or so what do you see?
I know where we are. Here we are. And he points to this hex on the map.
Have moved.
We've gone 20 miles in 5 days. Oof, that's rough.
We should be here.
Do you want me to head closer to the gorge or into this unmarked territory on the map, northeast?
I think northeast, unless somebody has any objections.
Well, there's a gap down between the gorge and the mountain we can go through.
Yeah, if you navigate around the gorge area for like one day, it will probably be easier to navigate because you have the gorge as a guideline, and then you do run the risk of running into that dragon if you hang around there. You've heard that that's the dragon's favorite hunting ground.
We don't have the time to play it safe right now, I think.
And that dragon's gonna get some.
Okay. You tell Mushroob to head southeast, and that he does. We head towards this gorge. And you come to the edge of the gorge. There's no water. It's dried up where you are. And it's about 300 feet straight down a canyon.
Follow the gorge.
There's no real
Take the dino.
trail, but you feel like you guys could probably climb down. And down in the gorge,
With the dino?
the dino would have to go around. Down in the gorge, there are bones. Musharib says, no, actually, Hugh says this.
Listen, I know I've been bad at navigating, but I really don't think it's a good idea to camp around here. Let's just push on through the night and make up for lost time.
And he suggests not even sleeping and just fighting on, doing a forced march through the night.
Let's do it.
Can I see any treasure down there?
Let's go.
Yeah, you see a glint of some coins and whatnot.
Mage hand, where it's glinting.
300 feet.
Anyone interested? No?
300-foot drop into this canyon.
Nah.
Okay, just leave it then. It's too far.
You'd have to climb down to get close enough. Alright, everyone make a constitution save for a forced march. Fight against sleep. I'll roll for the NPC.
Can I bless the whole group before that?
Bless only goes for a minute. This is like a whole day or something. You know, the DC is actually not really high. It's like everyone has succeeded. It's not too bad to go without sleep for one night. Alright, you guys will, if you set a fast pace today, because you guys march through the night, you're guaranteed to go 2 squares. 2 hexes. If not, you'll still only make 1 hex progress today.
So yeah, full pace then.
Yep.
I'll give us 6 hours of pass without a trace. So we'll have bonus stealth, so we won't be as loud.
Oh,
We won't leave any tracks or traces of our passage.
Okay. If you're worried about the dragon tracking you, that would be a good move.
When it's
you use it when the canopy is open and the probability of the dragon is bigger.
Alright, Moshe will do a fast pace for you guys today. And there's the canyon to guide you, so you should make good progress. There's very little chance of messing this up, basically. Musha messing this up.
when we travel through the night, is the heat thing still an issue for the heavy armor?
Yeah. It's very hot and humid at nighttime as well.
I'll leave it up then.
Okay. Alright, Mushrib's done good today. Oh no, he hasn't. Man, he has not done good. Alright, you guys come to the edge of the gorge, and this is very frustrating. Does anyone have DM inspiration?
I don't think you've ever given that out.
Torin, I thought, had some.
Yeah, you gave me inspiration. You said
Yeah.
because I made a new character.
Alright, yeah. Because you can come with a new character, give you inspiration. Alright. I'll allow you to use that inspiration to try and inspire Milsharib to guide you guys in the right direction today, if you like. It will consume your inspiration.
Sure, I'll help out our new leader.
Alright, I'll make his check again, like a reroll basically. This is like a special circumstance. Just because you guys have been having so much bad luck with the navigation. Alright, he'll try again. He'll set a fast pace. And Musharib just managed to pull through by the skin of his teeth to navigate you guys the right direction. You make 2 hexes of progress. You go around Ataz Wazaki and you should be at the Wreck of the Star Goddess by tomorrow. Another day goes by, and what pace do you want to set? We'll do one more day before we wrap up the session. If you do, you're back in the thick jungle terrain now, so it's hard to navigate.
Take normal.
Yeah, normal, I think so.
Okay, Musharib will navigate with a normal pace through the thick jungle terrain, and he's done good today. He smashes it. Alright, you guys travel for one more day, and you make camp. Everyone take a long rest, and you're going to arrive at this wreck. And that's where we'll wrap up the session. So we'll start off next session fresh.
Sweet,
At
sweet.
this next location.
I'm also completely out of my Dragon Slayer sword. The charm completely wore off.
Okay. So you're on day 78 now. So you've still got about 12 days, give or take, to try and stop the death curse if you want this rare magic item. So, there is still hope to get to on move in 12 days.
Cool. Alright, see you later.
It'll be tough.
Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.